All right. So
Let's
this week,
start it off.
we're gonna be doing two anime reviews. One is Pet Girl of Sakurasou, I think, or whatever, and
Sakurasou, in
your
other words,
name.
Sakurasou no Pet no Kanajo or Kimi no Nawa. In other
It
words,
doesn't.
her name.
Dude, no one
Sorry, I
cares.
have
We
to
all
correct
speak
it.
English here.
Yeah, I want to say like
I
whenever
like
we,
the culture he brings into that.
All right.
Yeah,
And your name
whenever we try to
or.
announce it, I think he should try it.
Here, dude, I have to bring it in, dude.
All right, and
Yeah.
we also watched Your Name, or as Brandon says,
Kimi no Nawa.
Hey.
He let Brandon do it so he wouldn't butcher the shit. out.
well, I mean, okay, whatever.
Yeah, I don't even know what it is, dude. Like, I just leave it to Brandon. He's got it.
So, before we get into it, actually, I was gonna do the wheel before we get into all the
yes.
reviews. So
Before
we're gonna
we
do the
get
wheel.
started.
The wheel, choosing what anime we watch next week.
Wheel of
Let's do
Weeboo.
So,
No,
there's okay.
I'm high.
I was waiting for Anthony to say something. He was like, no.
All right, let's see how I'm gonna do this exactly. I'm gonna take this to the side.
Boom.
Screens.
Nice. It looks nice like this. All right.
Yeah. I'm trying to stream it on. There we go. If you want to watch it on Discord, so it's more live.
Nice.
So there's two anime that I don't have a picture for because we literally just added them from
School days.
And I can't see it. I think it's
some people in here.
You got so many different pictures. It's fucking like.
Yeah.
Jesus.
All right.
Did he lagged out again?
Did he lag? No, he's here.
Wait, that was
No, he left the stream to watch my Discord stream.
No, like I don't know what just happened.
He left the podcast.
Discord
thing.
actually. What?
Oh my gosh.
The stream's still going. That was really. Yeah, it's still going.
Let's just get this done.
It's still going on. Okay, I'm gonna spin it. That's what we're gonna watch next week. Boom. It's spinning.
There we go.
Next week is Weathering with You.
Weathering with You. Yes.
Nice.
Sweet.
Okay.
No idea. These are all
so
new
if you haven't watched,
So if you don't know what Weathering with You is, it's pretty much Your Name, but pretty much made, well, not Your Name, but the same creators for Your Name made Weathering with You.
Okay.
And yes, it's out.
In Netflix.
No, it's
No. That's I was thinking.
I think it's another one.
Yeah. But
wait,
if you
I might check Hulu.
All right. If you haven't watched the anime that we want, or that we're about to talk about this week, and you don't want to stay here for the spoiler section, this is what we're gonna be watching for next week's podcast, so you can stay for the spoiler section. Yeah, it is a movie. So I'm gonna remove this from the list. Get the fuck out of here, Weathering with You.
Weathering with You.
And then now we're back to.
All right.
So we're just doing a movie next week.
We're just doing a movie. I think honestly, the watching two things was kind of.
Yeah, it was.
It's there's a lot to think about, and like.
Oh, Griffin, I want to say, what do you do?
I sit.
Week?
Okay.
No, it's not that.
Time to finish.
No, it's not to finish it. It's to think about all of this stuff.
Yeah.
To think of your whole entire opinion on this.
I literally took a week off from work. Okay, I took a week off from work.
I've been waiting.
Just finished today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. You were probably watching other anime.
Yeah, we'll have an anime night if you want. That's actually a good idea to have a
We could do
anime night with the podcast anime for next week. Crazy.
Sounds pretty cool.
But here's the thing.
This one will be easier.
Stream, and
yeah, this one's just gonna.
Last.
This one will just be a.
No, but here's the thing. Even if we want to stream it, we could literally be copyrighted for it.
No, on like Discord stream.
Oh, Discord.
On Discord. We watched it at the same time or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have it ready on my phone.
All right, so let's get in this non-spoiler review of we're doing Pet Girl. Okay.
We're gonna start with Pet Girl, but let me read the synopsis for it.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so Sorata, the main character, is kicked out of his high school dorms for keeping a cat and moves into a small dorm called Sakurasou. it turns out that all the residents, in addition to being uncontrollable and weird, are outstanding in some ways. A well-known animator, a scriptwriter, a programmer, a beautiful girl called Mashiro moves in, who is an internationally known painter, but is so devoted to art that she can't even dress herself. And Sorata is given the job of looking after her. Though her and other residents, through her and the other residents, he learns who he is and what he wants to do. All right, so that's the synopsis of Pet Girl Boys.
All right, ratings.
All right, first thing first, I'm gonna say this. It's good.
What's your rating though?
Okay, this one is hard. Like, I'm gonna say 8.47.
Oh, 8.47.
Wow.
Yes.
Toradora.
Yeah, I like Toradora more. What about it?
Okay. I mean, no. It was just curious. But okay. All right. Wait,
It's not that much lower than.
Besides me, is everyone else like first time watchers for this show, or?
No, this is
Everything we
third.
watch is first time for me.
Yeah, this is my first time watching it, and I was.
Okay. What about you, Dante?
Was blown away.
No, this was my third time watching this one.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
So I'm not the only one.
Yeah. I give this a 10.
No, but we should make one. We should make a Google
really
Doc
like
so we can see our
I
review.
know last time.
We'll do that. That's a
for
good
last
suggestion.
Toradora, Griffin gave Toradora 8.69.
And then I gave it a 7, and you guys were like
6.9.
I know
that's
Nice.
pretty low.
Oh shit, water.
I was like rewatching it, like it didn't like pump me up as much like as I thought it was. Like for Toradora, I mean.
Toradora, there was like a lot of like
Yeah.
crazy things that like it made me want to watch it more than this.
Mhm.
This was a good show, but it just didn't hook me
I
that
liked
as
it
well as
because
Toradora.
with Toradora, like I guessed how it was going to be like right off the bat, but this one just kept
I
like
knew.
making me guess.
No, I knew
Kept making me
exactly.
guess, like how the story was, because like even though like once I got towards the end and I saw something, I was like, okay, so it's going to be like this. But then like the ending happens, so I was like, oh no, it's really about this. It's not about like any of this stuff I thought before.
Well,
Like, it
I
kept
mean,
me
I guess
guessing.
that like
As soon as I like watched this anime, I was like, what is this going to be about?
I think
Like,
Mhm.
I
it
didn't
just- I think
figure
it just
out or
misses
have a
some
concept
things.
of it until like episode 10.
yeah.
Alright.
I started getting an understanding of like what
I
this
feel
anime
like
was.
this was like. Oh, well, this is gonna be spoiler. I should wait for the
Yeah,
spoiler review. Never mind. I'll wait for the spoiler. Yeah.
Spoil.
Ooh,
And
okay.
this is coming from the spoiler. I'm trying not to.
Damn. Okay. Damn. Okay.
All right.
Brandon who fucking like ruins the ending for Demon Slayer for me. It's like,
What?
oh, I
When
read
did I do
the manga, this happens.
When did I do that?
You did that like I think the last time we hung out before like quarantine. You were like, I was like, oh yeah, bro.
No,
like,
the
Demon
manga
Slayer,
never
and
ended yet. The manga
and you're
never
like,
ended.
oh yeah, I
The
read the
manga
manga
ended.
like this happens, and you had a straight face. You did not say you were just kidding. You
Here's
literally
the
said,
thing.
like,
Here's the thing. There are times when I make stuff up, but that was when I make stuff up.
But it somehow was. It was
dude,
the
that
ending.
That one time, like, dude, it's like that one time.
Me and Dominic literally would do this. Like Griffin would be on it, and I would be like, "Dude, I can't believe in Demon Slayer, Jiraiya died." You know?
I mean, I hear
What?
that, but those are obvious.
All right. Let's
Those are obvious.
We'll tell us feud
Yeah,
after.
something
Let's
like
let's get.
Okay,
What are your guys'
uh,
ratings?
Yeah, Brandon
Dante,
and Dante.
Okay.
that. Or do you wanna wait?
I'll see what you got first, Brandon.
Oh, me? Okay. All right. So we're popcorning. All right,
Popcorn, Brandon.
I actually so unlike Griffin, I actually enjoys this more than Toradora. So I'm gonna give it like I forgot what I gave Toradora last week, but
I think you gave it like
It was
a
like
9.
an 8
You told me.
something.
No,
You said,
no.
who gave it 10? Somebody gave it like a 10 last week. Or
I
something.
think-
No, we almost did. Brandon gave it a 9 actually. I remember.
Yeah.
I remember now. 9 something.
Oh shoot, I gave it a 9. Okay. Then I think I'm gonna give this like a 9.5. Then there we go. Because I don't know, like when I was a kid watching, well, not like really a kid, but like
9.5.
the first time I
Middle
watched
school.
It was like freshman of high school and like almost the end of middle school. So like it was in between that summer.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It really related to me a lot back then, and watching it now, it like because I well in my first time watch, I never get to notice most of the things. I just watch it.
I
For
think
the
it's
story.
just. I think it's really.
Today, like, not today, but this week was like my second time rewatching this, and I was watching it and I started to notice a lot more stuff, and the problem I had with Toradora last week was the pacing issue. I had a lot of problem with the pacing, but this one was paced really well.
Yeah.
I really liked how it was paced. So for me, it's a 9.5. Also, like the stuff that they do with the art is so good because this isn't spoil. I'm going to be talking about art. So the art is because this they go to like an art school, like an art high school. Like most of the colors and everything is like super vibrant, and it's mostly a happy kind of anime. But like, I love how they like as soon as like something bad happens or like something sad goes on, they go immediate to like darker like colors. Like even if you're watching the video like right now, that in the middle, like you can see like everything's vibrant. Like they're using light colors. Like for
Dante
example,
doesn't
like
have it up.
No, I do. It's up.
no.
Oh, I had to click on it again.
Yeah, like for example, like even though the teacher's like the redhead's the teacher, but like even though her hair is red, it's not like one of those like darker reds. It's more of like a lighter type of.
It's
red.
like a brownish red.
It's
like an apricot.
Are like really
An amber.
And when it gets to like really dark, when it gets like really like sad,
Serious.
or, like, the mood is like serious and whatnot, the color changes. Like you can see like darker shades, and like that's what I really liked. Like I started to notice a lot more things like that, and the themes that they talk about in the anime are like, in my opinion, better than what they talk about in Toradora.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna actually switch my scores with Toradora's. Because
Ooh, okay.
I forgot our like whole entire conversation last week's podcast. It actually changed my mind about like the pacing was right, and I was like, and like the we were talking about like the whole like the arc,
Sort of like the...
the arc, the original arc that was going on. It took a little too long. Yeah. I think, but and then this was just. I mean, I'm not saying. I mean, it was just so good. I really do like this, but like. There's just some things that just kind of tick me off. But so it's not that much higher than Toradora, but it's still, I will say it's higher than Toradora.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
I guess. What about
Holy
you?
crap!
I already
Finished
said
my water bottle.
You just skipped
Yeah, Dante.
Dante's the last one. It was you and Dante.
A lot of water shots.
I said at 10 right after Griffin.
Oh really? I didn't hear you. Okay.
I love.
You said 10? Oh my god!
I said 10. It kept giving me guessing, and then it kind of like it was. I really loved it.
Nice.
Okay.
I remember I gave
last time he gave Toradora like a 7.
Yeah.
A 7.
Okay.
All right, I like that. For me, this anime, I definitely rate it higher than Toradora. I gave Toradora like an 8 something because just story and pacing. The art I liked, but like also for like its time, it was better. So I was like, the art's fine. But this one, like, I honestly really enjoyed the art style. The story, they honestly have really good pacing with this one. Like it's almost perfect the way that they planned it out.
Yeah.
So I'd have to give it a solid 9 at least.
Nice.
9.
Yes. Plus, I related more with this anime than I did Toradora.
Yeah, I will say that I related so much. Like, even though I was saying that I related so much to Toradora, but there was like that was just like on the outside, it was like something I can relate to. But like this goes so deep that it's like on a deep side. It relates to me, and I'm just like crazy how good it is.
And another thing is like I feel like most of us here are like very like we love art, and we're like into like creative like creations. So for example,
I tried to
Porn.
draw myself this weekend.
I used to write scripts before I changed my major. I used to write scripts, and Dante
Before that, you started drawing.
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
started drawing too. Like once I like started watching anime and stuff, I picked up drawing. But like ever since I was a kid, I love drawing. So like yeah, like this anime is like it relates a lot well because like most of these guys are like outcasts, like people that like don't really fit in. That's why they go into Sakurasou. I seriously hope I'm not spoiling, but the whole Sakurasou was a separate dorm for what the other classmates, what normal classmates thought were in normal. So
I mean, this is all in the first episode, so that should be fine.
Yeah, it's fine. It's like it's like immediately like right off the bat to figure it out.
If I spill something, just warn it. Like
I'll just slap you on the wrist.
Yeah,
I slap my own wrist just to give it that sound effect.
Yeah.
I'll actually hurt myself to make it sound like I hurt you.
Anyway, yeah, like everyone here is pretty much like an art student. Like for example, like just like the synopsis says, like Mashiro, the girl who joins in like later on, she's a painter, a manga artist.
Yeah.
We also have a script writer. We also have a voice actress. We also have animation, and then we have like a programmer and whatnot. Like so, like these people are coming from like creative backgrounds, and it's just like I don't know. It really like I could relate to it a lot more because like the characters that are being portrayed are like creative people. So yeah.
Yes.
Hey, I like that.
Mhm.
That was a good one.
I loved it so much.
So
I loved it.
That was so beautiful.
that was really good.
Are we gonna do you want to do best girl then, or are we gonna do that in spoiler? Are we gonna do that in spoiler?
We might have to spoil it first because there will be characters that like.
Yeah. We because we want to explain it. So I think we'll go into spoiler territory. But like before we do that, let's do
your name.
Your name.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, your name. No spoiler.
Dude,
no spoiler.
Yeah.
Your name. Just
No.
got
Your
me.
name.
Yeah.
Like,
all right. Since Griffin started last time, let's go with the last person.
Dante.
Dante, what do you?
All right. Okay. Well, straight off the bat, I give it a like 11 out of 10.
Oh,
like, this
the first one to break the 10.
Yo, the art is
just
so gorgeous.
Oh
it's
Ooh.
unbelievable.
Might actually like Wuthering With You. I haven't seen it, but that's pretty much made by the same studio and the same people that made Your Name. So you might actually like next week's.
Dude, there's like
like
the art literally like it literally takes my words out of my mouth. Like I was like looking at it, I was like, how do you can I like go to the like director or whoever animated this shit and just be like, what do you do? How how do you do this?
How do you think like a normal human being?
Yeah, how do you human? How?
Hey, if you don't mind, add Redline. It's a movie.
Oh yes.
Redline is so good.
Yes.
That one is literally all art. Like the movie is pretty much dude, the art is insane for that movie. But for Redline, it's no CGI. It's literally just hand drawn, like literally drawn.
Yeah.
So it's pretty insane. The entire movie is just hand drawn. Anyways, going back to Your Name. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Griffin, you're next.
Give it to Griffin.
I'll be last. Oh.
Yeah,
you're gonna be last. Oh yeah. Let's
Brandon.
We're going
we'll have
now.
Brandon.
because I was second to last. For me, like I said before we actually started like talking about it and like actually doing our podcast, I said that I preferred silent voice over Your Name because the story relates to me more than than Your Name. But Your Name,
it's not to relate.
I will give it a 10. I was thinking of giving it a 9, but then I was like, nah, it's actually really good. I'll give it a 10. I'll give it a 10.
All right.
Same
Anto.
reasons as Dante, because the art, like, it's breathtaking. The art's really breathtaking. Also, because like how they did the art was they literally like most of the time like the montage scenes was just it was just nice to just see the montage scenes without dialogue too. 'Cause-
Yeah.
Yeah.
'cause,
Dude,
'cause
like
most-
literally, that just like fuck.
yeah, it was the montage.
It's just like fuck.
dialogue,
Exactly, dude.
I want to know.
you're waiting, you're literally waiting for the spoiler part, dude. He's
He's still waiting.
Yeah.
like, you know what's funny is I told them
Oops.
for the audience, I already told you guys this, but I ended up I finished the show first, and I was like, and then I was like, oh my gosh, my heart.
I did the
you know?
same thing.
I was like my heart, and then I ended
My
up
heart.
going into the into
Movie.
your name, and then my heart just dropped, and I was like, I was like, my heart's dead.
Is that why we're not doing an anime and a movie this week? You don't want to take
Yeah.
the chance of your heart
He's got a lot of heart problems from this week.
I was like, dude, I literally had to go, clean, boom. You know?
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Dude,
Yeah,
I had to bend my heart, dude. Oh. Anyway,
I had to like brace myself when you said that. You're like, dude, my heart, and I was like, oh no, I have to really brace myself. I was like,
that's why, yeah, because I already saw your name, but this was my second time watching. I haven't watched it again, but like, but my second time watching, dude, this was because the first time I was like, oh, okay, it's not that bad, but like, my second time, this time watching, I was like, holy crap! Like I said, like. The first time you watch it, you just watch it, like, and then when you watch it again and again, like, you start to notice things, and like as I got to notice, I was like, oh my gosh, like this is so much better.
I noticed this.
Yeah,
yeah.
like just I'll have to go into spoiler for that, but
why is this girl making me hurt right now? I never noticed this before.
Oh my god,
Oh my
spoiler!
God.
Now we know there's a girl.
this man.
All right, Anthony, what's your review? What do you rate it? Never mind.
go
Hold
to me
on.
first.
Hold on.
gonna
Hold
go
on.
to me
Hold on.
For the review, we forgot to talk about the synopsis of this. We forgot to mention.
Oh yeah.
Bro.
Oh, yeah.
I was about to remind you, and then I
Synopsis.
forgot about reminding you about reminding to do the synopsis.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, so I'll read the synopsis. The story is set 1 month after a comet has fallen for the first time in 1,000 years in Japan. Mitsuha, a high school girl living in the countryside, wants to live in the city because she is tired of life in the country. Then there's Taki. Wait.
Taki.
Taki. Yeah. Taki. Then there's Taki.
Oh,
He's a high school student living in Tokyo with.
You mean 1,000 years, not 100?
oh, whoops. Shit, we're going the wrong way.
2 million.
Okay, here's the thing. We're talking about the comet that comets don't really happen
Where the hell is it?
a long time. So
Didn't
they
make it.
said 1,000. So
TimeToDieAWSOME.
may I continue?
There it is.
Okay. May I continue?
Yeah.
Sorry.
He was trying to transition.
He's a high school student living in Tokyo with his friends while working as a part-timer at an Italian restaurant. He also has a strong interest in fine arts involving architecture. One day, Mitsuha dreams of herself as a young man. On the other hand, Taki also has a dream where he is a female student attending high school in the countryside. What's the secret behind their dreams? Oh wow! I wonder what happened. Okay.
That's the oh wow! I wonder what happened is part of the synopsis.
I did totally.
Oh, that's
No,
a weird synopsis, but okay.
I know. I don't know. This anime website. I don't know.
We're gonna have to choose a new one.
I think,
Yeah.
I think we'll have to pick a new one.
This is not a reliable source.
It was created by MajinPing. I wonder who MajinPing is.
MajinPing's a weird guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anthony, what do you rate it?
A 20, dude.
Oh
This is just,
shit!
like,
Oh my
I
god.
wanna
Damn,
say, like,
y'all
I was
throwing
a
these
little-
numbers
I was,
around like
a
they're
little
nothing.
bit- like I was a little bit off in like the beginning because they had like spoilers, so I'm not gonna say anything. But like they had something in the beginning, and I was like, it was a little boring, so I was like, I wasn't really paying attention as much. But then after it was over, I started like getting into it and like just playing like with Brandon. I just played with my heart over and over again.
Said heart.
Yeah, fart.
Oh,
The scene that made me go, oh, you know.
It's the kind of thing that make my heart go.
It started playing in the blue song. Dee dabba doo babba dee.
Is there anything else you want to add to, Anthony, or is that
No, I think I'll just end up spoiling it, so I'm gonna wait for that part.
All right.
All right. Oh, what happened to my?
Yeah, I got cut off.
Repeat. That's why. It's not on repeat.
Yeah. All right. Hey, Griffin.
All right. I will rate this anime movie
a 9.
a 3. No, I'm just kidding.
Like a 3,
I'm gonna give it a more realistic number. Okay, it's gonna be like 9.32.
Ooh.
Actually, 9.37. I thought about something and I was like, I gotta bump it up a little.
Pump it up 0.5.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, 0.05. Come on, dude. Oh my god, you pass math?
0.05.
It was, I don't know, man. It was good. There's one big thing that I just thought like was kind of stupid.
Yeah.
But the rest was just amazing, and I shitted myself because of it.
Ooh.
Yeah, if we're talking realistic numbers, 10 is perfect for me. 11's fine, but 20, holy.
20.
I really liked it.
I thought
A score of 20, even though you didn't watch like the first half or something, like
No, okay.
like you weren't
when we
paying
go into
attention.
spoilers, like I didn't watch because they have like.
Then wouldn't that bump your score down a little bit because it was so
No.
it wasn't interesting?
Because it's stupid. What I was
And then it would. Oh my.
It doesn't really count as a negative score.
Okay.
Griffin, just don't worry. Okay, we'll never understand.
Anthony's reasoning
You'll find
is
out when we're allowed to spoil.
Anthony's reasoning is alien to this world.
Playing Call of Duty, trying to gold a weapon.
You son of a. All right, you want to go into the spoiler territory? No, wait. Do we have?
We have to do the anime, and then we have to wait for our guest.
The spoiler of Pet Girl.
We're doing the show first, then this, and then
Okay. All right, yeah. We're gonna do the spoiler section of Pet Girl, and then after that we'll do spoiler of Your Name, and we'll have a little special guest on the Your Name one. I hope. Is he even is he even alive?
He was when I left the other guy.
I don't know what.
Yeah, he's still there. He's still there.
Okay.
All right. So spoiler section of Pet Girl. I'm gonna say this right now,
Wait,
right
invite him
here.
for chat?
This is weird. Why did it stop?
Well, I'll do it right now.
We didn't even invite him to the server yet. Hold on.
Oh, we haven't. Oh no.
Okay. I'll do it. I'll do it and I'll message him.
Any problems we have?
Ain't a problem. I got it already set.
All
right. First things first. I'm gonna say right away.
Problem. Hold up.
Oh, okay. Okay. We'll hold.
Oh wait.
Let's just go into it. Come on.
All right. Who wants to start? Who wants to start?
I believe I fixed it.
Like I said, this whole entire anime kept me guessing because I thought it was gonna be like a love story. And again, I've learned after watching this anime and the movie, no matter when you want a character to love another character.
Dude, stop now. It's most likely not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen. It's gonna be the other character you don't want him to fall in love with.
Yeah, that's.
You wanted Naomi to go with.
Yeah. I wanted Aomi or Ayo Mama. I wanted Ayo Mama.
Ayo Mama.
I wanted Aomi.
Ayoma. How do you say it?
Was Soto, like so
And
hard.
Nanami. We'll say Nanami.
Yeah, Nanami.
I think that's how you pronounce it. No.
That's the first one. Her last name is Ayo Mama or something.
Oh, I put it down. I just put it down the first name for her. For my
Well, yeah, Nanami. I think Nanami should have gone with
yeah, I think Tsunami.
Sarada.
But then again, it like in the end, it really wasn't a love story. It was mostly
but yeah, it did not.
Being about Sakurasou. It came full circle and being about Sakurasou, the dorm they live in, and saying like basically like how it just brings people together and how like you make friends and everything. And it's like, to be honest, like I would love a.
It was pretty much.
He just fucking died.
Did he die?
I don't know, man. He was peaking. His mic was peaking.
Yeah.
We gotta fix his or something.
Yeah, someone's gotta fix that, man.
Internet or mic, I don't know.
Yeah, something happened to Anthony, dude.
All right, so let's go on with this.
All right.
I think he should have gone with Ayo Mama. That's basically what I was gonna say. And you know what I like? Yeah, Ponytail. I liked her. Usually in these animes, they're like, like that character, the girl type character is annoying. It's obvious that she's gonna fall in love with him, but usually they're annoying and they don't deserve it. I feel like this bitch did deserve him, dude. I feel like she had the most connection with him.
Waifu chart, dude, when I was doing the waifu chart, I had such a hard time. I was like, when I was making my own list, I was like, oh my gosh, like this is so hard.
Yeah, they actually made a good.
I love all the characters in this.
Basic girl, the girl not basic, but like the trope of that one girl, the girl that's known him the longest. Yeah, and they actually made it a great. I was like really surprised with how much I actually cared about her and wanted her to be with him. And I like that a lot.
Did it hurt when she started crying that she failed with Sorata?
Oh my gosh, dude.
Like, oh.
That killed me. And he's gone. But he's officially
he's dead. He's gone.
He's officially dead. What we were saying with how it related to us the most, it like really got deep with me. And it didn't like even though some of the deep stuff didn't relate to me, I understood and I was like, damn, that's that's real life shit right there. And like I like how they're dealing with this real life shit.
Yeah, like it's okay. So for me, the themes that I found were pretty much like talent versus hard work, and pretty much like what like your passion, what your passion is, and how
much effort.
Yeah, and you want to push through, like you want to like don't give up, you know.
Not even if you fail, keep going.
I ain't gonna lie, but I really love how they kept on failing the main character.
Yes.
Because most animes would literally be like, okay, main character, you know, so
guys,
they pretty much do some BS with the main character. So they're like, oh, main character, so he's gonna do good later on. But like, you get to see like him fail and fail. It felt more real. Than in fiction, because like
there's a lot of real shit that I really liked, and he was one of them.
One of the things I hit was literally the whole passion thing, and I really love the whole talent versus hard work theme.
You guys couldn't hear me, right?
It didn't really like relate to me because I never had that situation, but the whole like watching like the character just like go downhill because of the fact that he worked so hard, but in the end, it's like
inevitable.
This guy, this person with the talent, is always boosted forward because of the fact that she has like this, he or she has like this thing called a talent. Like you see that a lot. Like,
God
She's
fingers.
got she's got god hands.
like pretty much like for
Yeah, God
example,
hands.
the biggest one is pretty much Sorata and Mashiro. Like Sorata, like you see him like literally break down sometimes and like
Yeah.
hate Mashiro because of the fact that she's so talentful and she gets to do.
She doesn't even have to try.
Yeah, well, no, she
just
Well, she
just
does
stays up
try,
all night.
but she literally doesn't have to try in every other thing in life.
Yeah.
She doesn't
Yeah,
try.
like,
she
She's
literally has the power
ignorant.
to like basically
Like-
look at like when she had to do her like test scores and everything, and she had to take them all at zero. She
Yeah,
literally just memorized the answers they gave her
Another
and
Yeah.
like, the photo like in her head, and she just aced
thing
it.
I really liked was they made Mashiro to be out like this perfect character,
Yeah.
or, like this perfect person, when she's actually not. Because like she can't even do the
She
most.
can't even
normal-
put her own panties on.
Yeah. You can't.
Like literally, Sorata had to be there for her, like for almost everything, and like that's
Mishiko duty.
I love how they built the characters because when you see like perfect characters like those geniuses and all that, like
How do you
you see
relate?
them as,
Yeah.
geniuses, but like when you see that like actually like no one's perfect.
Like how are you supposed to like this person if they have no flaw?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
But I still wish I was like Jin-san, where I could just get any girl I want.
That was so I don't like. What's
Dude,
the
remember when he was with the
reason?
nurse? He was with the nurse, and she's like, "Time for your daily checkup." And he's like, "Wait, no, please." And she stabs him with a needle.
Well, no, that was a role play. That was a role
That was role play thing.
That was
True.
a role
It was a-
play. Yeah. that
I
was role play.
I
Okay,
didn't
so
like
for
Jin. Like,
You didn't like Jin?
well, like
Yeah,
at
I
least
would feel like
what's
Jin was, like,
but
a
what's the
older brother.
reason? What's the reason for him going out with all these girls? Like they didn't. It's like it was just supposed to be like a funny bit that he does. Like oh, he just goes out with a bunch of girls. But there's no
See,
like there's
like,
if it would have been cool. It would have been cooler if it's like if there was a reason to it. You know.
Well, I mean, it was more like the because like in high school, there's like just those guys that just go after girls and stuff like that. Like I think
Yeah.
that was his role that he was supposed
Yeah,
to
no,
fill.
but they're like if they gave him a reason or he didn't actually love Misaki.
No.
Fucking did love
pretty
Misaki.
loved-
Yeah, and he did, and he still went out with all those other girls, which was like
Because he was a piece
Fucking
of shit.
stupid.
He confessed his love.
Yeah.
Let me explain. Let me save this boy. Okay. So at the first time on my first watch through, when I was watching it for the first time, I agree with you. I actually really hated this guy, but not really hated, but I disliked him. But when I watched it this week, I was like, this guy is actually like I began to understand him more. Like he wasn't great as a character, but like even then, he likes Misaki, but he pretty much has like he's pretty much what Sorata would have been if he if like
If he
If
kept
Sora
staying
was-
down.
yeah if he kept on being hurt or like whatnot because
he didn't try.
because Jin is literally like so the relationship that Jin and Misaki has is similar to Sorata and Mashiro. Jin has those moments where he begins to resent Misaki because of her talent and because of how like easy things happen for her because he wants to so his goal is he's a
He
script
wants
writer.
to be good enough
Yeah,
to write
script.
scripts for Misaki.
He wants
Yeah,
to
They're
be
always
no,
bad.
no, no, no. So what? In other words, he wants to be Misaki's equal, but people will never view him as her equal as long as he writes crappy scripts for her. No, he writes good scripts, but in the anime,
With her taste, she can't do it.
to fit her personality and the way she animates, it never fits. That's why he's
Going to a different.
He's going to
school
the-
learn
yeah,
different
college.
styles of writing.
He's
And the
basically
reason
going
why-
to get better and come back.
And
Yeah.
the reason why he hangs out with other girls is because he said this before was remember how he was actually ex-girlfriends with Misaki's older sister?
Her older sister.
Because he kind of sees
Misaki
like
and her, they look exactly the same.
no. So
Almost.
here's the thing. Well, no. let me finish. Oh my god. He sees Misaki as like this untouchable angel, like this pure innocent girl that I can't defile. So what does he do to because you can't push in your emotions and like keep it like pushed down and like not want to like, you know, jump on this girl. That's why when she tries to confess to him, he's like he literally had to he literally had to pause and then like take a deep breath and they go, okay.
Yeah.
But he doesn't want to defile her. So like if he wants to, he's gonna do it on other girls. That's his reason, which makes
It's stupid as fuck.
seem like a piece of which makes him seem like he's a piece of shit. Which, to be honest, he kind of is. But like,
Yeah, like,
but that's pretty much what his character is built out to be. So
yeah,
I mean,
that's like why I don't really like him, is because there's not really a good reason for him to be going after all these girls.
but
I get everything else about him, how he didn't want to get with Misaki, but this whole entire aspect of him getting with random girls is just completely pointless. It was just for like shock value, and it was. I feel like he started off, the writer started off with him being this like player, and then it was like, wait a minute, I'm gonna change his whole entire character right when Misaki thinks he's Misaki's into Jin.
I think they might have changed the script actually for him.
Yeah,
I think they might have
changed everything
at the very beginning. Like, there's no like, I don't think there's any inkling that he's like into her, or she's into him.
Yeah.
At least for like the first like few episodes.
Yeah.
And then like maybe they're like, maybe we should like change this up a bit or something.
Yeah.
Like, give him like something that people like about him.
It
So then
wasn't
they go, like,
until I want to say until probably when he went on the date with Shina-san, and he bought like the bear necklace. I think. That's when they.
Yeah,
that's when it became obvious. You're like, and then he's like, I'll take advantage of her if because she's so weak right now or something stupid.
Yeah. But as a character, who's there to advise the main character, I liked him as that.
Yeah.
Like,
advisory, he was good.
Literally, as literally as it sounds, pretty much a senpai, being pretty much like the upperclassman, for the main character. He was so good as that role.
Yeah, Sakurasou actually looked up to him, and like he actually like followed him.
Yeah, like I said, he was like an older brother.
I think he's a good character. It's just that one aspect of the girls.
Yeah.
That part could have been.
That's
like,
just like.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got to have a reason to be in Sakura-san.
My reasoning again, since I got cut out.
No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Good.
But yeah, this anime, like I said, it kept me guessing. It had a lot of good humor for it. It was just, to me, this anime had maybe had small flaws in here and there.
God, I have a revelation.
Oh shit.
Anyways, yeah, continue. I'll talk about it after.
No, go before you forget, because then
No, I won't forget. I wrote it down. Don't worry.
I wrote a bunch of shit down. Why am I not looking?
Yeah, this anime had a bunch of humor, and like I was saying, like before my fucking power went out, is that in the beginning I assumed this was going to be like a love anime between two characters. Super pissed that Nanami did not get with Sotora, but like it didn't happen. Yeah, I want to be butchering that name this whole entire stream. Sorata.
Yeah.
Is that good?
Lord Art Online.
Dude, but his voice actor is literally Kirito.
Oh shit.
Kirito from
Kirito. Yeah. Since you mentioned Sword Art Online, but yeah.
Oh
yeah.
But yeah, and it was just like that, and then it's like, oh cool, the school fucking punishes
Spoiler
this
warning,
kid.
Dominic. Okay, so like, stop being a little poopy head.
Dominic, I can't.
Whoa, dude! Major spoilers for a show I'm not gonna watch.
Anything?
This is the spoiler section of the anime review, you dumbass.
Did you watch the
You
last
walked
week's
right
anime?
into
No,
that. Yeah, we told you about this week's anime, but you still didn't watch it.
But there's like a lot of things I loved about it. The voice actor arc and all the struggles they go through and everything they overcome. And this is like right at the end, I know. But I have to say, probably the funniest thing, but I also am not surprised it happened, was when Jin left to go to his college and he
Mm-hmm.
gave Mitsuki like the marriage form and it was all filled out and everything. I was like, oh. And then at the end, after they get like 2 new people into the house to replace Jin and Mitsuki, they're
Mhm.
just like, "Oh, hi, I'm your new neighbor," and it's Mitsuki.
Yeah, I was like-
couldn't wait for him to get out of school, so I filed the papers without him.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
she
Once I
bought
heard the
house
knock
next
and then
door.
yeah, once I heard the
Yeah.
knock and I was like, I'm your new
Yeah.
neighbor. I was like, God damn it, it's her. It's
Yeah.
Misaki.
She bought a house with all the money she made, probably for making all the
Anime, yeah.
and fucking bought the house right next to Sakurasou, and I was just like, oh my god, this is perfect. Which at the same time, like that's like I said before, everything just happened to me. I would like a season 2 of this just to show the senior year.
The senior year, and I'd
No,
be
the
interested on like how they do
ending
the.
was good.
For
The
me,
ending-
I think
personally,
yeah, I think it's a good
I love
ending.
the ending. I loved it how they do it, but just for me personally, like if they did a season just to do the senior year for Storuto and the rest of them, like I would be like ecstatic for it. Just
But
because I'm
here's
one of
the
those
thing.
people who like when I see
Static.
something and I'm really into it, like I just want to watch more and more of it, so I want more and more.
Yeah, for me, I honestly think that the ending was perfect, and I'm going to go on about it because that has to do with my revelation. So,
Yeah.
Are you done, or so that I could talk?
Can I say something really quick?
Yeah.
For all of you guys that don't know that are watching, Anthony's a robot. That's why he sounds like this. He's supposed to sound like all staticky.
Like,
We're
not
just
that-
trying to.
how am I know?
We have to fix his programming though. We're just a little
Yeah,
bit. just a
his
little bit
programming
tweaked
is a
here
little
and there.
off. That's why he's like a little staticky.
We need to also plug it in.
I'm sorry. We're still learning about this Anthony program 9000. So
Still,
Brandon,
I'm like
please.
I'm like a brand new PC you're
Grind,
trying to build. So trying to learn.
All right, yeah. What are you gonna say, Brandon?
All right. So my revelation has to do with Mashiro, or the blonde chick.
Yes.
Or Shina.
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 Mashiro, or her full name is Shina Mashiro. Her first name is Mashiro.
Yes.
All right.
Machiro.
I'm gonna go like completely. It might be completely wrong, but I might have just made a revelation.
It's all right. We'll laugh at you if you are.
So
I am not programmed for laughter.
Shut up.
just stop. Okay. Anyways, so in Japanese, Mashiro, the translation for that is pretty much the literal translation is all white or pretty much blank, which is pretty much like what I view her as a character. Besides her art, she's pretty much blank. She's like an empty canvas. If we're going into art form, she's like an empty canvas where she has nothing like built on to her besides her paintings and her joy for art, and that's the only thing she pursues.
She seems like she has no character.
So, dude, I'm calling it right now. Mashiro's secret main character. She's a secret main character.
I mean, she kind of is. This is
She's the main character. She's the Sorata's pretty much like the main.
Sorata is
like,
the main.
Mashiro is like the secondary.
Well, I mean,
honestly think that Mashiro is
pet
the
girl
first
of Sakurasou. I mean,
anyways.
Yeah, honestly.
This is what also I was gonna say.
Yeah,
I'll say
and
after though.
At the end was pretty beautiful though.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Oh my god,
Anyway,
we get it.
You're getting ahead of me, Anthony. Stop. Okay. All right. So, anyways, she's like an empty canvas, and like through the experiences she goes through while living in Sakura.
Oh.
Yeah, she's like a
Oh.
Is pretty much the painting. Is her empty canvas, Mashiro, which means blank, which I feel like is an empty canvas. At the end of it, she paints the painting of Sakurasou.
Oh.
You get what
She
I'm saying?
is Sakurasou.
Yeah. Like she fills up that empty canvas with her whole experiences at Sakurasou.
Dude, along when they get the new freshman, and she's like, "Get naked, take off your clothes."
Dude, right when she said that though, I was kind of mad. I was just like, "What the fuck, dude? Aren't you sort?" Yeah, I was like, "Bro,
Yeah.
I get that. Like, you're probably doing this for a painting, but like, Fuck,
No.
I thought
And
you
then the
grew.
sister
I
gets
thought you
into
grew
school
up.
because she forgot her number.
Yeah. No, she like didn't she trick him?
No, it was like it was
She misread her
99, but I guess it was
Yeah.
66.
Yeah, she misread her number because she was.
So she actually passed,
Upside
and like
down.
he had no idea, and his dad was drunk most of the time.
I
No, his dad
The
also
whole entire time.
okay.
His dad wasn't drunk. What the hell? I don't.
New Year's he was.
Yeah, New Year's, but
Yeah,
not like
New
for
Year's.
ever.
Not all the
He wasn't
time.
like a drunk father or anything. Like he
Dude,
was an
people
alcoholic.
watching this that haven't watched this are gonna be like, "Oh my gosh!
Oh my
Sorensen's
God.
dad is an alcoholic."
Yeah,
No, he's
there's
not.
another but that's what I liked about this also. Their family was perfectly fine. There was no dead parents, no missing parents. There's just the parents that are there for them and that are like fun and like are cool. It's something it should be normal. It is normal, but you never see it in anime because they're trying to give it more like
emotional backstory.
emotional backstory, but they don't need it. So they're just like, all right, this is
Mhm.
like they're not that 2D. They're not that like lame. They're not that basic. They're just like,
Mhm.
They're not
yeah,
first.
we don't need missing parents to build story. They're just gonna be there, and then everyone else is gonna build the
Big,
story.
weird, wacky parents.
But
They-
like,
yeah, they're
but,
wacky.
but that's what I found funny is because like a normal person who goes into like let's say you enter like the Sakurasou dorm and like everything that happened to Sorata pretty much like happens to you, dude. Like literally, like I would not be able to like handle it because I come from like coming from like a normal. Well, I don't come from a normal family, but like his family is so like unique and so weird that way that he like fits in so well to Sakura.
The soccer, yeah, I like that too.
Yeah, he's like it's pretty much like a secondary home, and like that's another thing. Is like I really like this anime because it's like, oh yeah, there's all these like people that are like abnormal or like that aren't normal and pretty much like unique and like different than normal people. Like they're outcasts, and they all have like this one little group where they can pretty much be themselves, and that's like what it is. And I really like how this. I'm actually happy that this anime didn't turn it to a romance anime because that would have gotten rid of the slice of life aspect of this.
Yeah. And that was a cool thing too at the end where they had the graduation and Misaki like told the story of like how Sakurasou came to be like for the whole entire series. Like she was the first one, and then Jin, or was it Jin, or was it the computer programmer?
Misaki was first, then it was Jin, then it was Ryunosuke, then it was Sorata, then it was Mashiro, then it was Nanami.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that scene where they all went to the pool on the last day of summer, nice.
Dude, your letters are really small now, and they're backwards. Griffin, you might...
I'm fixing it!
I can't see what's going on.
I was just trying to add like a little spoiler alert text, so if anyone...
Okay. Anyway. Yeah,
Nice.
I was gonna say something about how I was it's similar to Bunny Senpai where it says Bunny Senpai and then it's got her in a bunny suit, or like not that's not like, but like that's because she's Bunny Senpai, and then this one's called Pet Girl, and it's, you think it's gonna be about her being about this guy taking care of her because she's like a pet girl because he has to take care of her, but it isn't. That's why I was like upset with bunny girls, because you thought it was gonna be that, where it was just gonna be her being a bunny girl. They're misleading me, man. I thought it was gonna be about her being a pet girl, and then they had to make me care about them.
You just want to know hot anime girl.
And then they got me Karen instead of thinking of, except for being horny. I mean, what?
Yeah, man.
Dude, I gotta talk about this, but I actually liked Rita. I don't know if you guys liked her or not, but like
Rita's cool. Yeah.
Her relationship,
I kind of liked it.
Yeah,
I was kind of. I was like,
okay.
Interesting. I wish they kind of went
But
more
when she,
in
like,
depth with
first-
it, but I think I understand why.
Yeah.
But like when she first came out, I was like, this host trying to take away Mashiro. I ain't letting you do that. Like, you know. But then,
Yeah.
But then she's
But then
like,
she
oh, you know,
didn't.
she pretty much, you
And
know.
then
Ryunosuke
yeah.
was just like, hey, get out of my face, you know.
Yeah.
And then she was like,
And then
"Oh,
she's
is
just
that?"
like,
And then
You know
going
what?
back to like, dude,
Dude,
going back to the
dude,
graduation.
I think she's a sick. I think she's a secret M, dude. She's a secret M, dude.
She's a fake
Masochist?
smiler.
Masochist.
Yeah, dude, that's literally what.
Oh,
she was,
okay.
like,
Jesus.
yeah, she's a secret masochist, dude. Like, cause literally, Ryunosuke is like,
Get the
I hate
fuck
you,
away
get out of
from
my
me.
face.
Yeah.
And then
She's
just
like,
oh
yes,
yes,
I love this guy.
I love this guy. This guy's real.
I love how he
Yeah, I
was
think
like-
that's why she
Her
liked him,
sneak
because she was.
attacks, her sneak attacks, like her sneak freaking
her sneak kisses.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
I-
last one, she's like, I'm just gonna shake your hand. Come, kiss. Boom.
Dude, and then-
pulls him in.
Dude,
and
when,
he's
then,
like,
when they're at the graduation and they're just sitting outside while Mitsuki's like giving out like the speech, and then she's like, "Oh, I really hope Rita-san and the other guy like stay together." After like she says something nice about him, and they just both turn red and freak the fuck out.
Oh yeah. It's like, I hope
But,
you
like-
guys stay together, and they're just like, oh shit.
Yo,
Oh, I don't want this. And then the little program Ritsuki had with
the AI,
Mate. the maid AI to
Mhm.
like handle everything. Well, I thought it was pretty cool too.
Yeah.
I don't know, but back to that one scene at like the airport where like she like shakes his hand and she goes like, "Nah, get over here," and like they kiss. When that happens, literally my screen had like the loading symbol over Ryusuke's head.
Oh.
I was like, "Oh shit!"
Nice.
my favorite scene, or my favorite like part of the anime had to be for me. It had to be. Oh, there's so many good ones, but for me, I think my favorite part has to be either the whole part of like Sakurasou going down, like being torn down,
Mm-hmm.
or the whole or the whole cultural festival thing.
Yeah.
When they made the game. Oh, dude, those two were my favorite.
Oh my god, yeah. Those are both great.
Was it just me, or did I actually liked how the game company like put salt onto Sorata's wound and was like, "Hey, I want to hire Mashiro for the art."
Yeah. Oh
yeah,
my
dude.
god.
I like that.
Okay, I actually like that because like it pretty much like helped Sorata develop more as a character. Like I said, unlike
Other
animes, like I actually liked seeing the main character like
Fall.
fail.
I mean, honestly,
fail a lot.
the
because
only victory they had, or he had,
was the game.
festival?
The festival.
Game festival.
well, in the whole anime, like at the end, it was just his only victory was Sakura. So.
Sakurasou, yeah.
Yeah.
And they
I
did that as a
actually
team.
Yeah, and I actually like how that's how they're going it with because the whole theme of this anime was pretty much, hey, go for your passion and work really hard for it, and they pretty much like I said before, like it gave a sense of realism to
Mm-hmm.
the whole conflict, because like this is coming from a fictional form, but like it felt real because like there's no way things are gonna go perfect. And I really love what the game creator that Sorata admired, or the game creator that used to work at, or not work at, the game.
He used to go to
creator
Sakurasou.
Yeah.
He used to be there as a
at
farmer.
Sakurasou. Like when he gave him the advice of like, hey, even though you put all this hard work, the world is unfair and it'll never give you a chance like that. So like what he said to her, what he said to Sorata, like I was like, oh, that hit me. You know?
Yeah, that's real.
Like it felt real because like it's so true. The world is so unfair. No matter how hard you do, it will still spit at your face.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like no matter how hard you put your work into it, like there will be times when they will when the world will literally just be like, huh, smack you in the face, you're nothing, you know?
Yeah.
And like, and I also that's why I really like Nanami as a character too, because she's pretty much like a female Sorta, because she goes through failure after failure, and she's like working so hard for it. In my opinion, even more than Sorta.
Definitely.
Well, obviously.
She pretty much collapsed over overworking.
Yeah.
And like in the end, she still fails.
Yeah.
And her parents, dude, like.
But then she learns a lesson to like not run away anymore and fight it head on.
I'm so glad.
Like her thing, when she was crying her soul out to Sorta, when she was like, "What was my 2 years for?" Like,
Yeah. Oh my god.
that hit, dude. I was
That
like,
hit hella hard.
I was like, oh my gosh, fact.
I'm
It's like you went like 2 years at CSUN, and you're just like, well,
oh.
Okay.
like I'm already.
Well, okay.
For my thing, I wanted to change my major, so like for me, it was more of like for me. I'm still deciding what I want to do, and that's why this anime hits me even more, because it's like go with what you want to do, and it's like
Yeah.
And like
even if you fail.
And then
Yeah,
another
even
thing
if
in the
you
beginning
fail,
where like
then
he
it's
didn't even
like-
know what he wanted to
Yeah.
do in the beginning.
yeah, because that's usually how it's like. Because I
Yeah.
left high school not knowing what I wanted to do.
I still
Or-
don't know what I want to
No,
do.
actually, scratch that. I did know what I wanted to do. I wanted to be a screenwriter.
Yeah.
And I went to CSUN for it, but then I decided to change my major. But because of that, I had to like the prices CSUN's more expensive than going to community college and finishing my GED and all that.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm actually gonna go to COC instead because of how expensive it was, dude. Literally,
Yeah.
the parking permit there
You
is
just-
$200 per semester.
You
Yeah,
just
it's ridiculous.
told everybody
Ridiculous.
about
Anyways,
where
but,
you.
like,
We don't care. There's riots everywhere around us. They can't get to us.
There's riots everywhere.
But
They
after
can't-
the riots, man, you gotta think about after.
anyways,
I still
going
remember.
back to like the thing, like I honestly think like not like Nanami getting like failed over and over and over again, like it's just like because like it literally breaks her, and like she's trying to stay strong, and then in the end she couldn't handle it anymore, and like in the middle of class she just starts crying, and I'm just like, oh my heart, you know.
Yeah.
And like and then she just cries her soul out to Sorta.
Yeah.
But like I'm gonna be honest, unlike most of your opinion, I was okay. Half of me was rooting for Nanami, but I was happy that she didn't end up with Sorta because
Well, I do not see anything between
Because-
Sorata and Mashiro except for Sorata having to babysit her.
Yeah.
hold on because
Besides
of the fact,
understanding her.
because of
too.
the fact that
Hmm.
Nanami and Sorata are so similar. They're so similar that I don't know. I can't really.
Yeah, but
Like, I was rooting for her, but they were. So
that's not a
similar,
reason
like,
to have them not be a thing. Is because they're similar. Like,
dude, they're pretty. Like I'm gonna be honest, Nanami's pretty much like a female Sorata.
I know,
Like-
but that's not a reason to have them not be a
Her
thing.
character is like a female Sorata, and I'm just like,
Again,
you
it's
know.
not a reason for them
Like-
not to be a thing.
Well, for me, that's a reason. And like, for me, I actually liked her Mashiro and Sorata because of the fact that they're complete opposites.
Yeah.
Machiro is more of like a selfish character who's pretty much, okay,
got
like I
mine.
said, she's pretty much like I said in the beginning, she's like a blank piece of paper. Like she isn't developed at all, and like as she like learns, like as she like she's like a baby in a way, and like she's like looking at everyone at Sakurasou, and she's just growing up to be like this human, and like she begins to feel like love, you know, and whatnot. Like she begins to feel love for Sorata, a love for art, a love for Sakurasou, and like on the contrast, Sorata just, and she's pretty much like a prodigy when it comes to art, and Sorata on the other hand, who literally did not know what to do for like the first like 2 episodes of the anime, and he figures it out, and he just continues to like push himself through, and in the end he's like in the end, like he ended up not making it, but even then, like he's still like going.
Still trying.
Yeah,
I
and like I honestly feel like the two contrasts of that makes them better than this than being the same, because because I feel like well it's sort of like I don't know, for me it's like magnets, opposites attract, the whole opposites attracts, similarities like repel, that's kind of like what I think of it as. But like yeah, because like I'm gonna be completely honest, for me I would probably never be able to hang out with a girl that like, or be able to be with a girl that's like the exact same as me, because
she's not really exactly like, I mean, other than, no, the only reason that you think they're alike is because they're written with like the same thing. In real life, she's not exactly like him. There's a lot of things that are different about them, personality wise, but story wise, yes, I get that they have the same story, but that's not really what I would look for in someone to be to have a relationship.
I've been talking a lot. Dante.
Yeah, holy shit, man.
It was funny. Was my dad just came in and he was just like, "These batteries." I was just like, "I mean, yeah, but I don't know."
Those
what
are
I'm doing.
batteries.
And he's just like, I was like, "There's a drawer over there," and he's like, "Oh, okay." Oh yeah. So.
Go ahead. Say your
Oh
thing.
man.
You haven't talked
well,
about
I'm gonna.
You
okay.
can already see why I gave this anime.
Who do you like ship together, huh? Sorta and Mashiro?
Alright, because I have a few things to say about this anime. To start off with the love interests, I'd have to say for some reason, whenever it came to Sorata and
the maid,
like, Nanami, like every time like they would like pair up with each other, like it was nice and like sometimes like refreshing, but it kind of made me cringe a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. It was a little cringe.
How was it? Just because like she got embarrassed and stuff?
No,
like it's just because
awkward.
Like
it felt awkward.
I feel like they had a lot more. A lot more like
they definitely had like a lot more in common.
Not common, but like they had a lot more like synchronization. They had like they're like, I felt like they're actually friends and they actually like cared about each other, other than like
they were writing the audition
because
he cared for her. I think
because he I'm gonna be completely honest, but like like it was awkward, like. That's what I think it was. Like she felt like a friend to him, and like
they were about to kiss in like episode 15, but then Sheena came in and cockblocked them.
I don't think they were about to.
Yeah, they were looking at each other. It was set up for a kiss, and then Sheena is like, "Yo, she was probably like, my panties are gone" or some stupid shit like that. That's Sheena does.
Marsha saw what happened and she was like, no, Sorta's dick mine.
No.
Yeah.
He's gonna take care.
I didn't see anything.
Talking about. It was the one where like they accidentally like just got too close for like a second, right?
No, they didn't they were sitting in like the dining room table, and they had like this moment, and then there's just a silence, and they were inching up each other, and then she comes in, cock block them.
It might have been the part where like they were practicing lines.
No, it wasn't that. Maybe.
Because I don't know, like a lot of the times, like every time because there were a few times where they did get close, but every time I noticed is that it was by like accident. Like they weren't purposely trying to get close to each other. Like
there was it was Nanami's fault that they didn't get. They probably would have gotten together, and they could have if Nanami if she actually said "I loved you."
Yeah,
and they kept teasing it. They're like, she's about to do it. She's like, oh, I know, but there's other parts. That's another big teaser that they're like, they didn't say that they were going over a line. She's like, I love you, and I was like, holy shit. And then it's like, well, that's a good line read. I was like, fucking what?
When she's like on the bike and everything and like hugs him, like
that too, yeah.
and says I love you, and he like felt that love, to be honest.
But then there's also like the moments where like she's like, I've been wanting to talk to you, and she's like,
Yeah.
I'm really glad we met, and I was like, bruh, you could have said it.
Dude,
Yeah.
'Cause I feel like they-
I'm gonna be completely honest.
I would go with
If-
Nanami
if
over
Nanami-
Sheena over.
If Nanami confessed earlier,
Yeah.
Sorata would have ended up with Nanami because he
So like
actually.
Christmas Eve probably.
Yeah, so it's all Nanami's fault, you little pussy bitch. Come on.
Hold on. Also, because like, remember when Nanami was like, "Hey, when I finish my audition, or when the audition results come out,
Yeah.
are you okay with talking to me, or like, can you listen to what I have to say?"
Yeah.
And it
I
did.
actually thought for a second, and he was like, "Wait, does she actually like me? Is she gonna
Yeah.
confess?" Like, he was thinking about it, and he was like, "Yeah." But anyways, Dante, go ahead and say your thing. We keep on blocking you, dude. You gotta,
Yeah,
you gotta
bro.
talk.
Gucci, you're Gucci.
He's
Yeah,
just
no,
here to
no.
make sure the stream is kicking.
Oh yeah, no.
I'm here to talk.
Yeah, I'm just really. Anyway, let's see. So, yeah, just whenever they got together, like it just felt kind of like I don't know. It felt either like a little bit forced, or it was just felt like a little bit cringe. Like something was a little bit off, like just with them together for me. I don't know why.
I thought it was just so like
I thought it was
natural.
perfect.
I
Me
thought
and Griffin are
they-
like not a team.
They've been
they
friends
they
this
worked-
whole time, and like it was just perfect.
Well, like if they said like they're friends,
But
just
the
because
fucking
they
thing's
have-
called Pet Girl, not fucking Aomi or
Not Naomi, not hardworking bitch.
yeah, not fucking people that work hard like win in the end. It's called if I'm perfect at drawing, I get the boy in the end. Oh shit.
Even though I
Fucking-
forget to put on my
dude, I'm on it.
once in a while.
Crying on the inside.
But
He's-
I hated both of them at the
Yeah,
beginning.
no. But here's the deal, right? Is that like also for like Sorata and Mashiro, I don't feel that they were a great couple either.
Oh, he's going with none of them. We should have let him talk. Shut up, everybody.
Yeah,
Let Dante
I was-
talk.
Oh, wait, I was trying to get to that. I was like, because I don't feel like Nanami and him were like they had like a lot in common because they were friends. Like they would
Mhm.
talk, they would like go and like they would work together and everything. But like there's just something that just was a little bit off. Like whether it was just the way that they acted towards each other. I think
It was
maybe
just
that
I
let
think
off.
it was them. They were in love.
because in my opinion, if I were to pick, I would have gone listening to you talk and you giving out the option of none. I actually was like, you know what? That's actually what I would have gone for too. Because
I would have gone
because
for none. I mean that.
Mashiro is like really like she's like a
Mashiro and Sorata too. Sorry, Dante. But the whole
Yeah.
thing with Mashiro and Sorata too, I kind of felt some awkwardness there too.
Yeah.
And I actually, you know what, Dante? I'm actually gonna go with you because I'm gonna pick none. Because like, but if I were to pick one, I'd probably go with.
I'm still with you,
Mashiro.
Griffin.
Yes.
I mean, I ain't done
So
yet.
technically, we won this battle.
Hang on. All right. So,
No.
so when it comes
He's
to
got a trap card.
Nani? No, when it comes to Sorata and Mashiro, like how do I put
Sorry,
it?
out of nowhere, you're like, I got a trump card, and I just imagine Dante being like, he's like, wait, hold on, I'm not done yet, I got more, and he just shouts, like, each time he brings out his point, he's just like, Buddha!
Nani?
Like, it's useless.
Wait,
I'm
that's
like-
the thing too, Brandon. Did you notice in the beginning of the anime when Sora was playing games with Mizuki that like the screen didn't look like Planet Namek?
What the fuck are you
What?
talking
I don't
about?
know what you're talking
All right,
about.
Dante,
right now.
keep going.
When he woke up and he was
Anyway.
playing games with Mizuki in like the very first episode, like the
Oh,
screen.
No, she
the-
said that this isn't even my final transformation or something like that. She said it slightly. I kind of know what you're talking about.
Well, no, but like the TV itself of the video game, like the background scenery in it looked like it was the Planet Namek.
Oh, I didn't even see anything like that. I don't know.
Talk about Dragon Ball Z, man.
Bring out your Buddhas. Go
Like,
ahead.
Let's see if I remember now.
Yeah, Stop.
So like because I like Sarata and Mashiro, and like when he would like show her like how to like kind of like do stuff, and then like she would progress as like a character. I liked that. Like
Yeah, I
They're-
liked how she was growing more as a human being. You know.
Yeah, she was becoming more of like a person. Like she had like her own personality, like her
Mhm.
own like interests and everything. And like Sorata was just like always like really working hard, but like that like made him kind of like mad at like Mashiro and shit.
Okay, wait, are you talking about Mashiro or?
Yeah, how she was actually human,
Yeah,
a
how she was,
functioning
she was really,
human
like,
being.
becoming like a person, yeah. A functional girl, yeah.
Jesus.
But no, like I don't even remember what my point was. I don't remember. We sidetracked so much, I don't remember. But no, I just like it felt like
Sorry.
because like they great, like their chemistry was great and everything, but it just like that's not who you like think of Sorata to be with for the rest of his life, you know? Like he's not always gonna like take care of somebody. Like I mean like they'll be there for each other, but like he's always more there for her than her for him. Because like
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
that's
hard.
true. But then once again, we're talking about a slice of life anime. We're not
Yeah,
talking
no.
about romance. So
Oh, true,
It is
yeah.
romance.
Well, there's
Yeah.
romance in it, yeah.
well, I'm gonna be honest. Like, what kind of thing doesn't have romance? You know, unless it's like
Yeah.
shonen. Unless it's shonen.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
All right, I feel like.
All right.
Are we good on
I'm
everything?
gonna say one last thing. Here's how it should have
Our
gone
waifu
though.
list.
Yeah, waifu list. But before that, here's how they should have done it. So Sorata or whatever.
Soruto.
Soruto gets with Nanami. Okay, hear me out. He gets with Nanami. They live together. And Mashiro is a literal pet girl. Mashiro's the actual pet in the house. So they
Dang, dude.
in the end they all win. They all win. They get together. They all get together.
They all get together. It's
The white cat. They fucking named the white cat Mashiro.
No, it's actually her.
What's she saying?
She's just a pet in the house.
Oh,
She lives in a doghouse in the backyard or some shit.
I have my waifu list.
Alright, we're doing the waifu list. We'll do the
Created it
waifu
2
list.
hours ago.
Close this. Close this.
I want to hear Dante's waifu.
Alright, I'm sharing my
Like,
screen.
Who is his top? I guess 5 out of because
Did you
like,
literally
have
out of
5
your
main-
Alright, best girl and pet girl.
alright.
Alright, first off,
I don't know what you talking about. dude.
Wait, who do you
First, I didn't think he
Boom.
was a girl, but then I was like, wait, hold up. That's
at
not a
first,
girl.
yeah,
I did
literally,
too.
I guess I don't know if I missed that he said he was a boy, but I just like, okay, this is a
I
girl.
thought he was a girl too, but as soon as I was like, he looks like a girl, but at the same time, he's on the boy floor, not the girl
Yeah.
floor. So he's a
Right.
boy.
It has to be S tier. I don't know what
All
you're
right.
talking about. It is
Okay, I'd have to give her.
He is.
I have to give her
I'm going for S. I'm going for S.
Yes.
Not
I give her
not
I'm gonna
high
go with
S. I'll
A.
go. I could go with A, but she's
S.
she's
I'm
viable
going
for
with
S.
A because of how hard she works, but that
Mhm.
would be pretty much the
Dude,
extent of it. For me.
Cheerio Sensei is definitely S rank.
We're
I'm going with
Brandon.
A.
Brandon, what do
I
you
got
got?
A.
What do you got?
For me,
S.
Nanami is an S. Nanami is an S.
Ooh, so we going S,
Ooh,
boy.
S.
Ooh.
Yeah.
My reasoning behind her being an S is because
Was it
she's
because of
such
the
a
pool
great
party?
she's. What are you talking about, Anthony?
She was really hot. She
We're
she had
talking
the
about-
short shorts on with the fucking.
Dude, being
bikini,
hot
dude.
doesn't have to do with being the best girl. There's more
That's how I
to
feel-
there's more
that's how
to
I
women
rate
than
my
just
girl.
their looks.
Okay.
Fuck up, Griffin.
You know, actually, in terms of the other characters that we have on this list, yeah, she is
Hold
definitely
on,
next
Anthony.
tier.
Hold on. You know what? I'm gonna bring this up,
In
but
terms of who we have down
Shit,
here,
I'm about to get
yeah.
shit talked again.
maybe that's why. Maybe that's why someone. You know what?
Okay,
No,
this is
that's-
getting. Let's not get real
Yeah.
here.
About to be a real
And next
right
next
here.
girl,
To
the
bring up Vanessa.
No, I
teacher.
didn't think that was it.
I say A or B.
A.
Cheerio
This is the
Sensei, I go
teacher.
A.
Shiro Sensei,
A.
I gotta give her an A.
A. All
I
right.
give her A.
This
What
is
about you?
A. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. This is Misaki's sister.
Oh,
that's-
dude, no, I give her like a You know what? C, yeah, C.
C.
She's like she's like hardly ever there, and like you never like see her
Yeah.
character develop. You don't give
Yeah.
that bitch a D.
Yeah.
Yeah, she goes to D.
The sister's
Is
going
that
to
the
D.
maid?
Sisters D. This is the maid. S
give it
tier.
She's S tier. She's S tier.
If she was a real person, she'd be S tier. I give her an A though. Solid.
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna
go
go
S
A.
tier. Oh.
What about you, Brandon? It's down to you. B?
Yeah.
Alright, we'll go to
Damn,
A in the
yeah.
middle.
Yeah, A in the
We'll go with
middle.
average A. Misaki, I say A.
Misaki, A. Well, actually,
going
hang
S.
on, give me a
Yeah,
second.
A.
I thought-
No, S.
If
Misaki is
if
like
if she was just some loud annoying person, I would go A too. But she actually had character. She was actually like real. She's like she couldn't her
Great character, yeah.
yeah, she's
But,
she's
uh,
not
was a
only
great
she's
character, yes.
not only is she boobylicious,
Oh
she's
my
also a good
Dude,
character.
She dropped the towel
Dude,
on Christmas
my
Eve.
God,
First couple episode, she's what?
Why you
She
gotta
made
bring
it-
out the
she-
delicious? Now she
Dude.
is an ass.
Dude,
Let's go.
Dude,
Yeah,
she
she's an
fucking
ass.
made a personal elevator. She made a personal.
Did you see her in
elevator
that
just
Santa
sorta-
her
Oh, yeah, I saw
Miss
that.
Claus and when she was covered in frosting and when she was dressed like a present? S. I'm going
S
top
tier,
S.
actually.
Yes, yeah.
Actually, yeah, top S, yeah.
Boom. All right, this bitch.
Rita,
I have to go with A.
Yeah.
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 Hang on.
What?
I saw
The main
I saw
character?
like B.
Oh, the Mashiro's an S.
Yeah.
What?
That's an S.
No! Oh my
S,
god. I'm
bro.
going B, dude.
Anyway, in that case, she has to get an A as well.
Yeah,
with
she's
Rita.
All right, what's the average? I guess we'll go A. Yeah, we'll go A.
Put
Yeah.
that bitch on a D.
Nah. You know, yeah, I give him like a D. Yeah.
No, hold on. Dragon is an S, dude.
Shut
You never see him in the maid suit? Oh, dude, I
All right, actually, yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
actually
yeah, that's fair.
This is it.
Up an S tier.
All right, easy. Boom,
All
easy.
right, nice. Top tier list. done.
Alright.
No one's a B. No one's a
Yeah.
B.
Well, B's like average, and
Yeah.
yeah, I
Hold
don't
up.
think anyone was average.
None of them were average.
Alright.
There we go.
All right. Should we get Bailey's bitch ass in here for the movie now?
Yeah.
I think it's time.
I
It
think
is
it's
time to
time.
bring it back, guys.
It's time, baby. I'll message him.
Do we want Bailey to rate it first?
Yeah, we'll do his
Yeah, I'll have him
rating.
rate first.
Obviously, I'll message him right now.
Also, Griffin, after you're done, you might want to change it to spoiler alert for.
Yeah.
Let me see here. What else was I gonna do? I was about to do something. Just change the video. Nigga. No.
Dude, I hate you in the podcast, dude. I hate you during the podcast.
You got me during the podcast too. Oh no, that's not good. What's going on here?
Who?
It's me. It's me.
Mm.
Oh, dude. Oh, I ain't gonna lie, dude. Oh, during Misaki's speech, though, I almost cried. I was
Oh
like,
my
Yeah,
gosh,
me too.
dude!
Yeah,
I like the ending. The ending was really.
Mhm.
I love the ending, dude.
It was
I
so
actually
good.
like how because it closed it for you. You're just like, like I said, it was pretty much like it's like an open book, and then it's just boom, and you're like, I'm fulfilled,
Yeah.
I'm fulfilled.
Yeah, it's like, dude, oh my gosh, your name though, dude. Oh, dude. Oh, my heart almost dropped.
Dude, this is so good.
And this is my second time watching it. For everyone else, it was their first, right?
Yeah, this is my first.
Yeah, first
watching
time.
This one.
Oh, there we go. He's here.
Hey,
All right, welcome
Welcome,
podcasters. Love to
Also,
splooge, or
do you
Bailey.
want us to call you
I
by your
am
name,
he.
or do you want me to call you? Do you want us to call you by your name or love to splooge?
Let's go real name.
Yeah,
Let's go that route.
cause he's gonna be changing love to splooge soon to like something else. Like, wasn't it Splashy Fire?
Splashy Fire.
Splash fire.
This guy's gonna be streaming soon once he figures out his
Hey,
internet.
Hit me up on Twitch at Splashy Fire.
Yo, hold on. We're not. We're not here to
We're not
promote.
there yet. Okay.
We're not here to
Never mind.
We're not here to
Don't hit me up with
promote
that
him.
shit.
Come on.
Hold on. All
I
right.
have admin rights.
Okay, we got a special guest for this part. We got our friend Bailey.
Hey, you want to finish?
How do you
this
intro?
one?
Thought I already
Twitch,
introduced him.
and going to be talking, who also has a Twitch, and then you can promote it. There you go.
That's I literally did exactly that. That's
Rewind
exactly-
back in the past.
All right,
You know
whatever.
what? Let's just stop this. Okay, Bailey, I want to hear
What's your
what
rating?
do you rate for the movie Your Name?
Do you want to
What's your
know?
rating?
Do you want to know our ratings?
Out of 10,
Yeah. Let me hear your ratings first.
All right.
Out of
all right.
10?
I know my rating already.
9.32, right? Wasn't that it?
Fuck, mine seems too low now.
No, you did 9.37, Griffin.
Oh, 3.7.
Yeah, you did,
I
yeah.
bumped it up to 3.7. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 9.37. Anyone else?
11. I did 20.
Out of
Oh,
10.
11?
Out of 10.
That
Out of
doesn't count.
out of 10, by the way.
Yeah.
11 out of 10? 20?
20 out of
I gave it
10.
11 out of 10, and then Anthony just went way overboard. He was like 20 out of 10. I was like,
Yeah.
but why? Like, it's good, but it's not.
Well, I mean, a 10 out of 10 implies that it's perfect. So you even going to 11 is kind of crazy. So,
All right, I give it 10 out of 10.
reasonable
I
number.
switched 10 out of 10.
all right, they all give it
So-
10.
To be honest,
I
I
think-
think Dante.
I think it's I'm gonna say it's a 9.8, only for the fact that I
9.8?
think there was. Yeah, I wish there was a little collage at the end on what happened to him afterwards. Spoilers.
Oh,
alert.
I
yeah,
mean,
for sure.
yeah,
I mean,
that's
don't
always
spoil-
that's a big problem with a lot of anime.
Yeah, they just end it like that.
but,
and you
like,
wanna
it's-
know more about it.
It's
I
like they're
think
not
the
going to.
Either like a novel or a manga continued afterwards, and like kind of know what happened, but it's still.
Nah, it's still a good ending. You know, you can't really
Oh, yeah.
in a movie you can't really go on with something like that.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Pardon.
So we're at spoiler territory, right?
This
Yeah,
is
we're at
spoiler
spoiler now.
territory
Now we
now.
are.
Now we
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Before you talk about that, this movie was originated from a light novel, so it is a novel.
Yeah. Okay,
it
so
is a novel,
with
so you can-
pictures
if
and
you
stuff.
wanna read it, yeah, it's with pictures. So if you want to read it, you can.
I
pick it up
love
and read it,
picture
but I don't know
books.
if there's a translated version. I'm pretty sure they have it.
Probably
because
is.
I would
popular
bet.
this movie was. So if you want to read it,
It
yeah, you
is.
can go ahead and read it. I don't know.
This
I don't
is
know
a
how
dubbed
different-
movie.
I don't know how different.
Oh,
it
there
would be
is.
Did you watch it in dubbed, Griffin?
Maybe what? No.
I have the DVD, so yeah, it's in depth.
I watched it subbed.
I want to say
So,
first
For
off.
Brandon's sake.
I want to say first off. Fuck this movie. 0 out of 3.
Whoa.
No, I'm just kidding.
Well, we all knew this.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
So the only like the small thing like I said when I was
Oh,
not
that's what I was
gonna
gonna
talk
get
about for spoiler that I just like I wasn't really caring about. It was just like the intro song to it because it wasn't
I
really.
love
shown
the
much.
intro song.
Dude,
It's
I
shown
love it
once.
Too, but it was just like it wasn't like pulling me in. Like after that ended, then I actually got interested in the
Oh my
thing.
gosh. I was interested from the get go.
Dude, the anime, the whole thing with their intro song, it felt like it was like an opening to like an anime show, and I was just like, "Ooh, let's watch!" You know,
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Let's
I
watch.
was like, I didn't really care for it that much because
Yeah,
that's
I
what I
was
thought about it. It was like an anime intro, and I was like, yeah.
It was just epic, you know.
Dude, I was drawn in by the
It's
art
not a-
style. Like
yeah.
the art style.
Art
was
is
awesome
good.
to me.
Wait,
Everything
okay.
was beautiful.
Like I said, I was also trying to gold a weapon in Call of Duty at the same time.
Yeah,
But
that's
then
the
I stopped
stupidest
playing
thing I've
Call
ever
of
heard
Duty
you
and I
say.
finished the movie.
But what I was gonna say, first off, my biggest problem with this was
Ooh.
like I get that there has to be a reason why all this stuff happens, but like this
Well, I
one
have-
was so big. Like I get that you have to have a story. There's gotta have to be like some mistake somewhere, but like this mistake was so huge that
Oh, you
like
mean, like,
why didn't they check the date? Like ever?
Yeah, ever.
They never
No,
checked the
the thing
date.
is,
This
when
could have been.
opened the phone, wouldn't she have seen the date and time? Of the
Yeah,
it was
like
on there?
they
Calendar.
should have seen this. Like I don't get why.
No, what it was they did the date. They just didn't look at the year. They didn't
Yeah,
look
they
at
didn't say the
year.
year at all. But like, there's got to be some something that shows them after that many times of being in each other's bodies, they should have learned what year it was.
So disappointed he did not end up like at that time, like with the girl he worked with. Like,
The work girl? Oh. We
No,
don't.
no.
Yeah, we don't have a girl
when-
best girl one.
when he met up with her after everything happened, and then met up with the actual girl he was like trading places with and stuff, like, not gonna lie, the way she was angled, I thought she was pregnant. I was like, oh, maybe they did
Oh,
get
at one point they did show a weird angle, like
Well,
at the
she
after
is
story.
together with the
Yeah,
guy
Jenny.
that went on the trip with them. You know,
they
the
didn't specify
classmate.
that. They
and
didn't specify that.
No, they didn't specify that.
They
It's,
just
it's not
showed the
specified, but it's
ring.
in the novel, and
So you
I'm
do know
pretty
about the
sure
novel.
It's
Ah.
highly hinted in the show. Plus, when she walks away, she has a ring.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
that's
she has
all
a
they showed.
ring.
She
That's
has a
all
ring,
they
and
show.
she doesn't
There's
say, like,
there's
she's with
literally
the guy.
no hints that she's with someone until she's like, I got a ring, bye. She
Yeah.
shows the ring for 1
That's
second and then
literally it.
it's
Well,
gone.
That's for the audience. It's not for
Those got
him. He
fast.
knows that already.
So,
Oh yeah,
okay,
obviously.
my biggest problem with the anime or with the movie was, or the anime movie was I never understood why they got together. Like,
Yeah,
no.
there wasn't.
That was,
That was a
like,
big
my
thing.
was like, when did Taki end up falling in love with the girl?
That
Yeah,
he
they missed that.
technically never met.
Yeah.
They
Never
just
met.
lived each other's lives.
Like,
Although they see each other like in the mirror, because like technically like when
Technically,
they switch lines,
yeah,
when they go to
that's-
the mirror, they're like, and
Yeah,
plus like
well,
every morning
then
he's
it's just
literally
like-
grabbing her
Yeah,
like every morning.
It is weird because like they did switch places, but also they switched places to one of the days where they, like, the day of the date that 3 years ago happened. Like,
Mhm.
she actually went to Tokyo and they did meet, and that's how he got the wristband.
Yeah,
But that's also
I
yeah,
like
see,
that.
'cause it's like
That's a cool-
confusing too, because it's like, okay, they're trading places.
Well,
and
she's
then they-
technically older than him
Yeah,
Yeah.
she is.
No, wait,
I
by
like
2 years.
No, they're
Oh,
the
wait, no.
same age.
they're the same
No,
age.
No, she
Wait, no.
is 2
They're same
years
age.
older than him.
Oh, yeah,
At the
not-
time where they were technically both switching back and forth,
They
they're
were
the
the same age.
but she's 3 years in the past.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then they technically changed the past, so now they're technically the same age.
No, because she would
Oh.
still be alive. She would be older.
Yeah, she's just alive. So the only thing that changed was that everyone, well, most of everyone survived.
No,
That
I
was
think
it.
they said everybody. 'Cause
No, there
500
was
people
some-
that day.
Most of everyone.
Yeah, most of
Like,
people.
Okay,
There's
when-
some
okay,
people.
when they talked back about it, they said 3 years ago, 500 people died, and then
Talking about it
that all got.
They
someone-
literally said most people survived.
most people survived. Yeah.
Not everyone survived.
Yeah.
Comment.
Okay.
Also, so
Okay.
the moment I'm gonna talk about the biggest moment where my heart just dropped during the anime was when
And they're on the mountain.
Yeah, when they were on the mountain,
Yeah.
and he was like, "Dude, let's write our names so that we don't
Yep.
forget." And then as soon as
And
she
then just
disappears,
line.
She writes
She
one
just
line.
end game.
Pen
I was
drops.
just like,
She just end game with no Ash.
exactly, dude. It's like, dude, it was like the pen drops, and then just like the pen dropped, my heart dropped, and I was like, "Oh."
Damn.
And
Dude,
then-
In my head, I was like, dude, pick up
You know
the
a
pen,
hero,
write her
though.
name fast.
Dude, oh my gosh. Another thing I love and hated was when Taki put "I love you" instead of his own name.
I was like, what the hell did you do?
Dude,
yeah.
I actually I liked it that he did that, and I was like, oh, but then I hate it because I was like, how is she able to remember you?
Yeah. She
Yeah.
even said that
You
too. She
dumb
was like, how the
bitch.
fuck am I supposed to remember this shit?
Okay, so question about the ending.
Okay.
Mhm.
So, do you think they ever found out that they both did that, or was it kind of like they just kind of were destined to find each other, even though they don't remember?
They
Like-
were destined.
They don't remember it.
Like
don't remember at
eventually they
all.
won't remember.
I feel like it felt like a dream for them, and they were like,
Yeah.
they felt like they were destined for each other.
It's
That's
like
why
Bunny
they kept on
Girl.
searching for each other, and they
Yeah.
loved each other so much that they did.
They might have
When they
found
glimpses.
out.
And then at the end, before the movie ends, like when they meet together and they're like, "Oh, what's your name?" I think after the whole, "Hey, what's your name?"
Oh my god, that's the title of the movie.
Yeah.
Anyways, I feel like they're like, I feel like I know you so well because like the dreams of like whatnot. I feel like that's how that ends up being like.
I just wish that they kind of knew. I think that's like one of the reasons why I'm kind of like it's not a perfect 10. Like I also kind of wish
I
they,
mean,
like, they were both kind of remembered at that point.
I mean,
Then
it's
kinda
like
all for naught.
And
no,
around
but like then
anime, that's
they get
normal.
to they get to learn who they.
Okay, hold on. I don't know if you guys watched this anime, Angel Beats. Like the
Yes.
I loved it.
No, you haven't watched it. Oh my gosh! Then I can't talk about this. Okay.
I don't care.
I have seen it. I love it.
No, you will care.
Well, okay. Griffin, have you watched it?
Yeah, I have.
So you know how the white hair chick at the end, like when they're like done with like the whole heaven stuff,
Mhm.
they meet. He sees the white girl like walk by, and he's like, oh, and he grabs onto her like that, or like he's like,
Yeah.
hey, that's what it reminded me of the ending. I was like, oh my god.
Oh,
it's
and then like
sweet.
Very similar.
it's like it's I don't know the whole Your Name. It's just supposed to be like they don't know each other, but like because they worked so hard that
Mhm.
now they get to know each other. You know,
I
they
ain't gonna lie,
this
but
dude saved some girl. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, but I found it so funny that he's like he goes on like this whole like trip to like search for her, and then he's like he goes to the shrine and he's like, all right, this is like he picks up her like her sake and she was like he's like this is half of her and he just drinks it and then boom he's back into her body. And I was
Yeah.
like, okay, yeah, sure.
The scene of that morning where he's like, "Oh my god, I'm back!" Like he's like back.
Yeah,
in
he's
bed.
crying and he's
The sister like opens the door. He's like, "Sister, are you all right?" And he's just sobbing, just holding himself.
yeah he's like I won't touch the boobs, and then sister opens door. He's touching the boobs and crying.
He's crying.
That's a good comedy.
So funny, dude. I cracked up.
Oh, that was hilarious.
Dude.
It was a
Him
great
crying,
movie.
just like groping her boob.
This is a very emotional movie.
Yeah.
It was
Oh, I
just-
watched 3 emotional things that day I watched it. Oh, I was a wreck.
Oh no.
Okay. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Like, I don't know if like I heard a lot of people cried because of this anime, this movie, and I heard like, dude,
Oh
I
my-
wasn't crying. I was
about to cry
stressed.
at the end.
I was stressed the fuck out because I was like, I didn't know what the hell was gonna happen. I was like, holy shit. Are they gonna? Is he gonna save her? Because this movie, I don't know why. I feel like this movie would be like, yeah, he saved everyone but her, or some
Yeah,
stupid
yeah.
shit like that.
Dude,
Oh, that would be such
Like
a
I was just like,
movie.
what is happening? There's so many things they can do with this. I didn't think they would go with what they did, and
Yeah, you know,
I was
like
just
the-
stressed out while the whole like last half was happening.
Yeah, you know, like the scene where like she goes back to like the mayor, like because that's like her dad and stuff, and she's
Mhm.
like sees her family there and everything.
Yeah.
I thought that was like in the town where everything gets blown up. So like when you see
Yeah.
her there, and then all of a sudden you just see like the beautiful clip of like the meteor just coming down.
Yeah, I
and
was
it
like,
strikes like
she's
that, like
fucking dead.
that one place. I was like, dude, only her family died.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
She's like, oh
Yeah,
my
her
god,
dad
thank
is
God
such a
you're
dick,
here.
though. Can we all agree on that? Her dad is such a dick throughout the whole entire movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because the wife died. And
I
she,
get
like,
why he
doesn't
did it.
care a fucks
Well, it
about the.
That happens, like, because the love
Yeah.
of your life died in front of you, and
Yeah.
then you're just like, you know what? Screw this.
I have to do. He had to like. He thought that was the right choice, was to become to save
become
the
mayor.
village or something. You know,
But
like
he had a responsibility to
being becoming
take
the
care of the
Hokage.
kids, and he didn't want it.
Yeah, that's yeah. Obviously, that's bad, but
Yeah,
like,
obviously, but like,
I didn't. I think he was a dick, but like I'm all right with him being a dick because his like the reason why he became mayor was like it sort of made sense, you know.
Yeah.
I had another thing with like the mayor as well. Like when like when the guy goes into the girl's body and then he goes to the mayor to try to convince him to like
Mhm.
like sound the alarm for like get everybody out of here. The thing's
Yeah.
coming. When he realizes that like wait, you're not my daughter. I thought because the grandma earlier on that same day like told him like, oh, she was like, I used to have the same dreams when I was your age, and like so did her mother. And then he was just like, wait, what?
What
Like,
if?
I thought they were gonna tie that in, but
Yeah,
they didn't actually end up doing that.
I thought her dad was gonna be like the guy that had a dream of his wife. You know, since
Yeah,
that would have been crazy.
That would have been awesome. I don't know.
It's like wait, and then he's like, you're not her. You're not my daughter.
Yeah, he actually says that.
Are
I'm
you?
like, oh my god.
Is this like a dream? And then like he's like, yeah. And he's like, I thought he was gonna be like, yes, I did. This happened to me a while, like when I was a kid. This is how I met your mother.
So
Yeah, that'd been cool.
But then here's the thing: they forget. Like it happens, and then they forget about it.
That's the
Well,
bummer.
it's there. It's like
It's kind of like
they
a
had.
dream where you
Yeah,
feel
it was a
like,
dream where
yeah.
they vaguely remember.
It's like a dream. So like,
It'd been cool if he's like,
it was like that. But
maybe.
like also, I think that part when he finds out that Taki was inside Mitsuha, is that her name? Mitsuha?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
I'm gonna
Hold
say
on.
yeah.
I had the characters up.
When he was in Mitsuha's body, and he's like, "Yo, what the hell's wrong with you?" And then he's like, "Wait, you're not my daughter." I was like, "This guy's still a dad, though. This guy is still a dad because
He knows.
yeah, because he can still recognize, as
Mhm.
it's like,
Mhm.
yeah, because that's like another thing is but another thing was that I don't know the anime, like the movie, like it's good, but I don't know, like everything happened pretty
Yeah,
fast.
I'm gonna.
Like,
Yeah, I'm changing my score to a 2 out of 10.
All right. Watching it, I realized it was longer, and I was like, "Oh, damn."
Oh, you thought the opposite?
30 minutes.
Also, what'd you guys think of the side characters? Because I really liked them. Like most.
Katsuhiko.
Yeah.
Yeah. The second character's
Bald
really cool,
guy.
actually.
If we had a best girl chart, we do all agree that the work chick is
restaurant.
restaurant chick is number 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's number 1.
Miss Osaka or something like that, right?
Miki
Dude, I like-
Okudera.
Dude, I like
Okudera or something.
Dude,
They have a nickname for
I like it when he first took control of her body, and the dudes are complaining, "Hey, I found a toothpick in my food." We're an Italian restaurant. We don't use toothpicks.
Yeah, we don't have to.
Yeah, like I thought that was actually smart to do that, but then he was like, "What did you say?"
He was just like, "Oh yeah, Italia."
Actually, I do use toothpicks, to be honest. My grandma makes some chicken sometimes, like breaded chicken with cheese on it. So we do use toothpicks.
So
like,
you're not a
salt.
real Italian.
you get it.
I always knew it.
I'm not a real Italian restaurant.
You're not the real spaghetti man. Yeah.
It's the only way to keep the ham and cheese together with the bread. The breading.
Oh, I actually know what
Yeah,
you're talking
if
about.
you're a noob.
If you're in, if you haven't been eating sandwiches your whole life.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, my biggest problem was like I was like, as I was watching, I was like, wait, when did they fall in love with each other?
Yeah, that's the other big problem.
I think
it
it
was-
was just because they spent so much time, and they eventually, like they said, they eventually told like how their days were, so they didn't forget about the day before that they don't remember and everything.
It's like
Like, I-
texting someone and falling in love with them, or being
Yeah, I think
online
that's
and
what it
falling in
kinda
love with
was,
them.
yeah.
But like the only
I think it
times
was
they
like that.
read each other's texts were when they were angry. Like, why the hell are you doing this to my life?
Yeah.
You're messing up my life. I didn't want to date this girl.
It was
Dude,
kind of
why are you
subtle.
working-
He didn't realize he liked her until later.
Dude, why are you working so much?
Again.
Because I keep spending all my money on food.
Dude,
But another thing too, I
He
think
did
there
get
was a little bit of,
catfished.
like lesbian vibes when
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Mitsuho was just like, man, I wish I could do the date today.
Yeah,
I thought
exactly,
that
yeah.
day-
Well,
that day
because
went
she
to
was, like-
Tokyo, she went to Tokyo that day of the date in
Yeah.
her mind.
But she also, like, at the very beginning, she's like, I want to be a boy, right? Or like,
They both wished.
yeah, I want to
Yeah,
be a boy
I wanna
in
be a boy.
Tokyo.
But
Oh
he
my
never
God.
Oh yeah,
said
she said
he
that.
was
Yeah.
a girl.
Which I feel like they should have sort of touched more on like I mean, I
would've been
guess,
interesting.
is it only because of her is why she changed or she dreamed of being a boy in Tokyo? And it just so happened to be this guy?
As far as we know, the only reason she has this thing is because of her mother's side
Yeah.
of the family, but it doesn't connect her to like this guy in particular. As far as we know, it's just random.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, the one thing that I did not like was like it. I don't get how she actually managed to go back in time and then be seen by him. Like that
No.
part, I did not.
Oh,
understand.
yeah.
It's just
Because unless-
coinciding, I guess.
Are you talking about like
the way
at the
that
magic hour?
Yeah, I was thinking like was there a magic hour? Because I didn't see like the time of day. It didn't look like magic hour. Like if it was magic
Are you talking
hour,
when
I
she
would
went back to
think it makes sense.
Tokyo?
When she
Yeah,
goes to
that was
Tokyo,
magic
yeah,
hour.
Yeah,
That was
no,
magic hour.
no. When
Was
she
magic
goes, when she goes to Tokyo, that's his past self. That's him when he
Yeah.
doesn't know.
The thing is, it's basically him from the future texting the past.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there are two selves she could interact with.
Hold on. So when they meet in front of the mountain, I don't know if you know this, but at the very beginning of the episode, when she's in class and she first begins to like notice like, oh my gosh, I had like this amazing dream, and then she like lifts up her notebook and she sees, "Who are you?" You know.
Yeah.
If you
Mhm.
listen to the teacher's lecture, she was actually talking about the miracle hour.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I know
remember,
that.
I heard,
Yeah.
I heard that. I just
Yeah.
didn't know if that's like what explained her going back over to
No,
Tokyo. And
when she
seeing
went to Tokyo, that was him 3 years ago.
It could have been
Because-
magic hour.
No, because
Huh.
do you remember like when
It
she
could,
goes
yeah,
to him, like
maybe.
she goes like hey, and like she's like talking to him, and like he's like looking at his phone, and like he doesn't notice her. She's not there. She's not visible to him. But then all of a sudden she is. So I'm
No,
like,
No, that's
I don't think she was
because
invisible,
that was
he
just
wasn't really looking.
yeah. That's what people do. I wouldn't look at you. I'd be like
Pretty much.
awkwardly looking at my phone.
So pretty much, Dante, what it was when they were switching bodies, they were the same age. But
Yeah.
but in actuality,
they're in different
Top-
years.
he was 3 years into the future, and Mitsuha was 3 years behind.
Yeah.
And when she,
So when they meet up in the future, she's 3 years older.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
No,
Mhm.
they're the same age.
made
I
him-
don't know why you
We-
keep saying this. They're not.
They're not this.
How are they? Okay.
They're okay.
So let's
They
put-
Wait, I wanna hear
technically can be, 'cause
Anthony's-
They could both be
Never mind,
freshmen,
you were
but at
correct.
different years.
I want-
but no, they're.
I want
You're
to.
correct. Never mind.
They're both freshmen when they're both texting each other. But because she's 3 years in the past,
Yes.
3
No, I
years.
thought about it.
She would be
You're
3 years
correct.
older at his age.
I am wrong.
Yeah.
I am wrong. I just thought about it again.
when she gives him her like ribbon, right? That was that was when she met that Taki. It was 3 years before this thing happened to him.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
we were
so
just saying that.
Yeah, he would. So he would
But
have been
also
a
would have
freshman
never
when she was
happened
first. They would have been like the same
Yeah.
age when that happened, but like they're not the same age. But she goes back in time technically to do that.
No,
And
she
so,
doesn't go
but
back- wait,
No,
she goes
what?
back in
No,
time.
she doesn't go back in time to do that.
so
Wait,
then you're
wait,
saying
let's
that they're
hear
both-
what-
Then they are technically the same age as
just-
freshmen. You
well,
guys
she
just
met
said
the
that one's
one-
in the future, and she
Yeah.
comes back.
So when they met on the train, they were both technically the same age.
No,
Right, but she's
No.
technically 3
He
years
was 3
older.
years younger.
Yeah,
He was
he's
technically
he's 3
when
years
she met him on the
younger.
train.
Yeah.
Maybe
Okay,
that's why he wasn't
yeah,
interested in her.
Yeah.
well,
I don't like
here's the
older
thing.
girls.
Here's the thing. Yeah, here's the thing. He didn't know her 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
he knows her 3 years after. And she
Yeah.
went to visit him.
He was
Because
in like
she
middle
knew
school
about
or
him-
something.
She knew about him 3 years ago. Because she lives in okay, so let's say for example, we're
There's
in,
no present time really.
Yeah,
Oh,
so-
no, I guess
no,
the guy.
The guy is
hold on,
present.
okay, let me finish.
Taki's present time. I
Okay,
guess.
so hold on. Okay, so pretty much, let's say we're in 2020, right?
Yeah.
And then you meet and then you end up changing bodies with this girl who was 3 years from the from the past. So that would be
2017.
2017. So that would be 2017, right? So during her time, she comes over to see you before you even know her, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
For her back then.
She
And
sees
then
you
she
in
goes-
2017.
she goes to see
You
in
you just
2017.
graduated.
And
Right,
then
but
she gives you like a ribbon or something, and then in 2020 It's been 3 years. You don't remember, but you think of like the
She's
whole Ribbon
aged
as,
3 years.
and in 2020, this thing happens to you, but you know her as her from 2017.
You confused me.
So
She's
I-
3
so I
years
get you.
older,
I get it.
basically.
So basically, she's talking to the future him, but she's still in the same timeline with the guy. But the issue that I have with that is like, there's the whole, literally the entire place was destroyed in his timeline.
Yeah.
The place was destroyed 3 years ago in his timeline.
The ribbon, when she gives him the
But it
ribbon,
was
that
before it was
timeline, that
destroyed.
whole timeline, yeah, that's
So
before
before it was
that's before he changed the timeline.
And plus, it was before her timeline, before she died. So as long as it's destroyed in his timeline, she could have met him still, but it still would have been destroyed and she would have died. So that's why he fixed it, and later on he didn't know her.
Yeah,
Ah.
because everything changed.
Everything changed, so like the switching bodies technically never happened.
Yeah, and he was just on that mountain for no reason.
No, it did happen.
Yeah,
There's no
no, but
memory.
like
It was a dream.
she
It was a
didn't
dream
die.
in there.
She didn't. Yeah, yeah.
So Bailey hasn't watched this, but we know we have. So it's pretty much like the bunny girl.
I
Senpai.
was
That's
thinking about that
exactly
too,
what I was
yeah.
thinking.
Yeah. So at the ending of the movie of Bunny Girl Senpai, they dream about the Shoko-chan, right? Or Shoko-san, and pretty much that's exactly what happened. So
Yeah.
for them, it's like a dream.
Yeah, like although for Bunny Girl, they actually remember. Like it just hits
Yeah.
them. They're like,
Yeah.
Just they see each
Like,
other,
wait
like,
a minute, you. Yeah.
oh, you. But then these guys, they're like, who?
Yeah, they went
Yeah.
a different route where they didn't remember each other. They had like vague memories, dreams.
It's like a vibe, you know?
Yeah,
They're
They
they
explained it at the beginning.
yeah they passed the vibe check.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like explaining Endgame.
Oh no.
Like it was like in my head, like
That was a good joke. I liked it. Haha.
in my head, it was like.
Patronize.
Okay, so this happened and this and this and this, but like while I was explaining, I was like, "Can they understand it?"
Like
I understand
it
I get
all.
perfectly.
Because like at first it seemed like she traveled back in time like through the magic hour thing. Because when he goes over to the mountain, like they still can't see
No.
each other, but then it's magic hour, then they can see each other.
Yeah.
Because
Mhm.
technically she should be dead in his
And the only reason why they
he's from
can
the future.
yeah, the only reason why he could hear her or they can hear each other is because they were connected with that thread, with the thing she did, her little ribbon that she gave away just
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something
that morning,
technically shouldn't
or
exist.
just the earlier.
The thing that shouldn't exist in
Yesterday?
his timeline. Yeah.
Which is such a good touch, and like
Yeah.
Mhm.
I like how the ribbon like it shows like because the thing shouldn't exist in his timeline. It's what connects him to her, and that's also and that's also.
I mean,
what,
it could exist in her timeline,
well, yeah,
or
it
his
could.
timeline technically.
Yeah, but in the end, he gives it back to her.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. Dude, but like, oh my gosh, dude, that I gotta say, my favorite side character besides my favorite side character has to be the Mitsuha's friend.
Friends.
the
Yeah.
guy or the girl.
The guy.
Yeah,
Yeah, the guy with the
Katsuhiko.
shaved hair.
Katsuhiko.
Dude,
Kat-
oh my God.
Katsuhiko.
When we were explaining the plan and Taki was in her body, he was just
Oh
like,
yeah, let me look at my notes.
stop, handshake and stuff. And
Dude,
I
that
was
was dope.
Here's what I didn't understand though. Why did both her friends just instantly agreed like yeah, they
They're
understood. They're
one
like,
of them
yep,
agreed, the other one was like,
yep.
Well,
There is
one
a
was
comet
iffy.
about to kill us all. We should help you. Like, there's no reason why they should have. They should have thought she was like on some weird drug or something.
Well, they
And
had 20 minutes left in the movie.
yeah, it's true.
There was probably like some time where like,
Because
she
of the
explained
movie,
it.
they're like, we only got 20 minutes left. We're gonna understand what you mean, and we're gonna follow you. We're gonna trust you, fully trust you.
I'm just glad that they actually had like, the resistance with like the people. Like they weren't all like following like exactly like what the order was. They were like, what the fuck are we supposed to do? right
Yeah,
now?"
they're like,
I mean,
I don't really believe this. I'm gonna.
Yeah.
And then someone burnt down a Target in Minnesota, and
be
oh my god!
Alright.
Spoilers.
Oh, sorry,
You're
sorry.
dating the episode.
Shoot.
Until they reworked like showing like
Do
the
I-
news
I-
saying like, oh, people actually survived. I
maybe.
thought they failed at like saving her.
Been following
Yeah,
me
she
since
Probably
August.
died. I was like, no.
Yeah, I
2018.
thought she actually like just died, and then like they were gonna do it like again, like this happens like every so often or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but like actually,
Why do I-
like
Hmm.
talking about it and like thinking through, I think
Yeah.
I'm going to change my score.
Yeah,
Oh my
same.
I'm gonna change. Yeah,
Not
I
gonna
might
lie,
change
I'm
it.
probably gonna lower it. So
I'm still
I-
keeping it at 10.
From a 10, I'm gonna
I'm-
give it.
I'm gruffing. Do you play VR chat?
A 9.3. That's what I'm gonna give it. A 9.3.
Mm,
I'm gonna drop it by 0.7.
I'm gonna go with.
I might know you from VR
9.5.
chat. That's all I can think of. Then you might have just been watching one of my streams and thought I was really
yeah, I'm still
entertaining.
keeping it 10.
I don't know. I'm just kidding.
Like yeah,
No.
like honestly, like the only reason why it's really high is for its art style.
Oh,
Yeah.
you could pause at any scene and be like, did someone paint that? Like
Yeah,
when they were
it's-
going to the
Someone
festival and they were
technically
on like the
did
cliffside,
paint it.
you're like, oh man.
It's so gorgeous. The way
Yeah,
that they
it
did
is really
I was like,
good.
I want to meet the animator of this
All
beautiful artwork.
I think. Don't
All right.
quote me on this. I think they died.
That's all right.
I'm gonna quote on you. All right, I guess.
Let's just say they did.
Let's just say that they're no longer in this realm. So let's go back
Thanks,
in time
Okro.
and
Backing me up.
Gotta go back in time.
let's go back
Going
in
on
time. Let's bring a thread. Let's tie it to their wrist. Tell them like, hey yo, you're gonna die, but like you can avoid that shit and like head over to my place and you can autograph anything in my house.
Insulted.
You
Turn it
just
back on.
anything in my house. Jesus.
By X811 _.
Hello. I cannot see chat right now. for
I
some
said
How
reason.
many people
bye.
we got?
I
don't
got
know.
Griffins,
currently
we
at
have
14.
Yeah.
Hey.
Dante's, we have
Hello,
2.
madam.
Yeah, we have
Y'all
two.
should be watching the multi-stream supporting
Oh,
both
shit.
of us. No, I'm just kidding. It's up to
Check
you.
out
It,
what
it
they
really
are
is. It
following
really
right
is
here.
up to you both of you. Or it's up to you. So
League,
like
no support.
whatever.
Who left?
It would be really. It would be appreciated if you support both of us.
Like
How
they
far
have
back
more
do you
support
wanna
for.
go back? How far
Yeah.
back?
It
do you wanna
it would
go
make
back?
me smile if you
I'll-
watch the multi-stream.
I'll use my stand, okay? Just this once, I'll use my stand, and I'll turn back time. How
No.
far do you,
You're staying power. All right, go ahead.
how far do you want to go back?
I go back
Maybe
to
like 10 years.
Yeah, can I go back to high school? There's a lot of things I can change in high school.
High school, so like we were all really good friends back then, and
We're
we
not
didn't
really
have to-
good friends now.
Why are we doing this podcast
Damn.
then?
Why are we doing this podcast?
Yeah,
Because we're good friends.
you said we're not really good friends right now, so
No,
we're not really
that's
good
what you
friends.
were
That was
saying.
you were saying.
Yeah, what?
I'm saying we were better friends back then. We were
That's
close.
How we
where
not-
the issue.
Is this where we're gonna talk about this?
That's it.
Yeah, this isn't the we talk about our relationships, you know, okay, with each other podcast. Title still pending.
Griffin,
Yeah.
I loved you back then more than now.
What the?
Damn.
Damn.
Okay.
Oh my
You know, I
god.
secretly have that inside me, but I don't say that.
Yeah, come on. We were all thinking that I peaked in high school. Okay, we all thought it.
He
my
did
God.
peak in high school. He was a golden god, and now he's nothing.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Hold on, Griffin. I got you. I'll kill them all. Just give me a
Oh,
second.
no, you don't have to kill. No, you don't have to kill.
Do it.
Just get Anthony.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, I'm the problem.
I'm the problem.
Problem child over here.
Oh my gosh. All right.
I stopped time.
Is that-
I'm gonna go over to Anthony's house and I'm gonna slit his throat.
God.
There we go.
Is
Oh my
so
God.
is that but is that all?
all?
Is this all for your name?
I think that's
Is that all we got
Yeah,
here?
I think we should end.
Any
that.
last
Was it
points?
good?
Let me look at my notes real quick.
It was a good hour and a half.
Okay, I liked how they didn't I liked how they didn't just switch places and like just lived as a boy or as like who they dreamed of.
Or,
Because like
they were,
I was getting that
person.
vibe when the girl was like, I want to be a boy in Japan. I was like, oh, they're just gonna switch bodies at the end and then fall in love or something.
She's gonna fall asleep and kill herself.
I like how they didn't go with that
the
though.
boy dies in her body and she lives in his.
Dude, I figured it out, boys. I figured it out. Mitsuha has a stand. Who has the ability? Which has the ability? Which gives her a puberty syndrome.
Oh my god, no.
that switches bodies with Taki. There you go.
I was just gonna go with puberty syndrome.
Hit me with.
All right, boys. I have a theory, or I have a cool idea. Wish they did.
Why does she
Alright.
have puberty syndrome?
What a
stressful.
Because she didn't want to be. She wanted to be a boy in Tokyo.
Oh, what's up, baby?
That's the puberty
Okay.
syndrome.
What
She
if they?
hated her town. That's what it was.
Yeah, there.
What?
All right, let Bailey talk. Let Bailey talk.
What if they just?
This is a special guest.
Stayed in each other's bodies after the main event. What if they like he became a girl permanently and she became a boy permanently? That
Oh,
could
and
be
he
a
drank
second
her thing.
movie. They had a good setup there.
Dude.
All right.
Dude,
Second
guess what?
movie?
Then
I'd
Taki-
agree.
Then Taki would have actually been able to go out with a girl he worked with, and they would have fucking made love and got.
My god,
Jesus
holy
Christ,
shit.
He has a personal thing there. That's
Yeah,
not
there's
us.
something.
that's
There's
not
something in your
There's something
past.
deep in there.
There's something deeper than you thinking me being better in high school. You know, there's something deeper than that.
You
I love
didn't
you.
forget about me in high
I
school.
didn't. I
I
haven't.
can hear
I've
you.
never forgotten about you.
Really? There was a multiple occasions you didn't invite me to anything because you
Not-
forgot about me.
It's because
Okay, I can't
it's
hear you.
because
I
you were
lied.
stupid. No, I'm just kidding. I don't
Everyone's a
know.
little bit deep sometimes. You know?
Okay. All right. Since everyone's quiet, let me say my thing to Bailey. Bailey, your theory can be explored in Gentile.
In what?
In
Oh, I
Tune
just.
in next
I
time
just-
when we talk about that anime he just said.
God.
No, he was talking about something else.
Oh,
Which
I
is
know.
It's
which
that
is
hentai he
which
just
is
mentioned.
which is probably the
Oh.
reason why I'm all right with them not switching places, because I've seen it so many times in hentai.
Yeah.
well.
Come on, dude.
I
You
feel
know?
like I have
Oh my
it,
god.
you know?
No wait. Oh my
There's
god.
not that many
Oh my god. There's
hentai
so many
places.
hentais where they switch places, dude. Oh
Which
my
one?
gosh. No, I'm
All
just
of
kidding. I was just kidding. It was a joke. That was just like that was like I was just trying to joke around, like saying that I watched like every single
And
one of
then they
those or
really wanted to know
something.
what the name of the one
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
They wanted to figure this
But
one
no,
out.
I haven't watched any of those.
Okay, can we talk about the real anime though? Zathura. All right. I think my favorite part about Zathura is
we
when
have
the
a
monsters come in.
Dude, Zathura scared me as a child, dude. Oh my god.
It's a good one.
Here, let me change the spoiler to spoiler for Zathura instead of your
Wait, no.
name.
Freaky as a kid. Dude, that
Whom?
movie, like literally
Huh?
spooked me.
Oh
Oh,
yeah, exactly,
yeah,
dude.
yeah.
I got scared. I was like, "The hell is this spaceman
Yeah,
guy?"
As a kid, I was like, "What?"
What
the-
did?
I was intrigued.
Zathura, come on, dude. Didn't you?
Jumanji as a
Did
kid.
you not watch Zathura? That was the third anime we were supposed to watch.
I can't believe you didn't watch.
Come
this.
on.
Yes,
You didn't
God,
watch
dog.
It was Pet Girl, Your Name, and
Yeah, that was
Zathura.
Oh
I didn't
my
watch.
God.
I bet this guy doesn't even know what Zathura is.
Oh my gosh.
Don't.
That's
Never
messed
heard
up.
of it.
It's the best anime.
It's Jumanji off.
Yeah.
Or not rip off. I mean, isn't it like just same? It is a rip off.
It's the same thing, just with Josh Hutcherson, and
Alright.
the guy that married to that one chick,
Your Name.
Kristen Stewart.
At the end, we switched our scores. At least Brandon did.
Except me.
I did. I
Brandon
did.
changed it. He went lower. In fact, I might go lower to a 9.02. It's
Yeah, I'm
still
gonna be
still
American.
a,
I'm going
it's still really good. It's just stupid. Not good at all.
I'm
Lame.
gonna be completely honest.
And 2 thumbs up. You should watch it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be completely honest. I prefer Pet Girl over this. Like,
Yeah.
The amount
That has more time.
And
obviously.
I also, but here's the thing, I prefer silent voice, and that's still a movie as well.
silent voice is so much better than your name.
Honestly,
Yeah.
yeah.
I haven't seen
Tune
it.
in next time when we talk about silent voice.
No, next time
Hey,
is
you
Weathering with
talk
You.
about Weathering
That's
with
been
You.
that's been Order of Otaku. Thanks for watching.
As you
Yeah,
guys.
boo.
Alright, now that I can't do this fake voice anymore, I just thought I'd share it.